Yo, what's up, guys? My bad, I didn't see anybody was there yet. We're still like probably like 15, 20 minutes away from starting the show. So if y'all just want to kick it with me for a little bit, Machine Gun Matt in the building. I just jacked three topics that he had, but it's all right. He don't mind. Uh, good show today. Let me tell y'all, we are going to watch some of the Dark Side of the Ring. Uh, Dark Side of the Ring 7 is out, or I'm sorry, it's coming out. And one Abe Gonzalez with the feature of the day as it relates to the Dark Side of the Ring. So we're gonna talk about this Dark Side of the Ring 7 coming back, Jeff Jarrett, TNA. We're also going to talk about the Hulk Hogan doc. And the conversation regarding these things is gonna be mostly surrounding why Netflix documentaries fucking suck, even though they're the best in the business now, right? Because HBO docs used to be the premier place for documentaries, right? Like, I love documentaries. My wife loves documentaries. My brother, like, we all love a good documentary, right? And, like, I don't give a fuck, honestly, if it's a liberal or conservative, studio or think tank or whatever, I don't care. Like, I've gotten to the point where I feel like I'm smart enough to instantly recognize political bullshit. Now, I don't that's obviously stupid thinking because when you think that, then that's the time when you get fucking tricked. But I say that to say that I recognize the tactics, right? That's what Netflix is doing now. They're very tactical, and they have to be, they're in business with WWE. It's not like they'd be getting any of this stuff, without the partnership that's been laid out, but we are gonna talk about it. The hell? Oh, man, my aunt's fridge went out. Sucks. They have these they have a house, and then they have 3 fridges, right? Well, one of them's more like a deep freeze, but it's like a standing one. They're really weird. I know that they're supposed to be, like, really good, and they go to, like, sub-zero, like, right away, but, dude, I don't know. I just deep freezes are, horizontal. That's where I'm from, alright? I'm not a I'm not a rich man, alright? I'm not a super educated man, but where I'm from, deep freezes are they go on the ground. They're not supposed to be tall. That sounds retarded. Like, what are you gonna put 4 giant frozen packs of beef or pork ribs in them, and then, like, they're all sliding slowly? One day you open it, and then they fucking come sliding out and crush your fucking toe? No, dude, stop. That's not even cool. The fact that Double J's TNA Days gets 3 parts is interesting, right? That is very interesting. I just wanna see the part where he plays Grieving Widow banking Karen Angle. Yo, and this is man, dude, I'm gonna be honest. I was like, I don't even wanna do this show right now today. I was like, man, I just wanna call Matt and Mex and see if one or both of them could come on and us just like talk about the TNA news for a second. Cause yeah, dude, honestly, I would do a whole show just watching old TNA shit. 'Cause it is hilarious, hilarious. Like, a lot of that stuff made me mad when I was younger. I don't know why. I was just like, "This isn't wrestling. Grr. Kurt Angle's a drug addict." I don't know why that bothered me. It just did. I mean, not that he was a drug addict. That, I mean, TNA was really shitty. Let's be honest about that, first of all, right? But damn, those fucking angles, right? Beer Money, uh, well, there's like a lot of fucking great storylines. Remember the Bubba Ray one? What was that one? Fuck. Yeah, that's what we should do. That's a show right there. Okay, going back and looking at all the old TNA shit. That is a show if I've ever heard it. Okay, so do 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 do. Alright, let's see. Imma put the, we should watch Ultimate X Match. Fuck yeah, dude, that would be sick. The Ultimate X Match were the best. Beer Money was awesome. Fuck yeah, they were. There was, like, a really good runs in TNA. I'm not even gonna pretend like that's not the truth, but I'll be honest, I'm pretty sure Dixie Carter was retarded, and I don't mean like that in an ugly way. I mean, like not as smart as a that sounds even worse, I think. I think I made that worse. That's alright. Nobody's watching yet. I got at least 30 minutes to an hour to say whatever I want that nobody's gonna hear because there's only 8 of y'all on right now, so I'm just gonna this part of the show is for y'all, the hardcores, the hardcore infighting FXers. Alright, I'm gonna call you all my FX. Yeah, what if I called the people who listen to the show FXers? Sounds like people that fuck porn stars. Oh, honestly, it might track. Might track. Alright. Well, y'all are here, so let's get into it. Oh, wait, what else are we talking about today? We are talking about there's actually a bunch of stuff we got. We're gonna talk about, some of the stuff that happened yesterday at the press conference. It was a mostly, um, what's the word? Not calm, it was but tame, I guess I should say, yeah, tame, but it was, drama-free, let's say that, except for Nina showing her feet for some and, so that's good, I'm glad. I wouldn't say that they've told him to we'll go over it, but it does seem like Sean Strickland has been told to chill the fuck out, and it also feels like he 100%, um, doesn't wanna admit that. Like, he's trying so hard to stay on brand as the wait, where is hold on, I forgot my wheat protein. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take, the Twitch and the YouTube stream to the shop to get a haircut. Uh, well, you don't wanna go to the barber shop with me? After the show? We could go and make fun of my cousins and my brother for cutting shitty hair. Lots of hardcore and softcore talk this week. Yeah, I know, and that's not even like I didn't even plan that either. It's weird. Shout out to Test and all his testicles. Yo, Oh my god. Damn it, Max. Now that's all I want is for there to be a test character who calls his fans the testicles. Oh my god, damn it. I mean, WWE still own it, and, like, let's be honest, how many people are still watching that even saw Test wrestle, right? It's like, what, 10% of us out there that know who Test is and seen him wrestle and would get the reference? I say fuck it. Yo, they made another Doink the Clown. They made 3 of them bitches, I think, right? How many Sin Caras were there? It's like 7? And then there was at least 2 Ultimate Warriors according to CM Punk. Why can't we have another Test? He's just a big, tall, blonde-haired guy with muscles. He wore pants, for Christ's sakes. How hard would it be to duplicate Test? I'm sorry. They need to bring back Test so that we can have testicles. That's a fucking great, hilarious thing. Imagine being at, like, the fucking Brooklyn Nets game, and they're like, "And WWE superstar test, where are all the testicles at? Let's start hopping around and jumping. Testicles start gyrating." Yo, I'm sorry, I want Test now, like nothing but that character. Uh Bro, what that was actually from Test. Mario, we should absolutely cover the mask versus mask compare. Oh, we have to, dude. We have to. That is gonna be so fun. Hello? What's up? Ooh, I got your text, but I was live, that's why I haven't been able to check. Ash put her email down as a secondary, just so you know, so she can handle the, paperwork stuff back and forth. So your email is the main one, but we got her in time for the grant. But did you know that the other one had been done for, like, 2 months now? The big, it was a scholarship. It was a scholarship they were giving out. It was a big one from Del Mar, and it's, like, 5 different kids were gonna get it from each of the area high schools, but she was, like, 60 days behind that one. Oh, that was the other thing. She has to apply now for Del Mar. Can you have mom handle that? I mean, here's the thing, if she wants to spend the night tonight if she wants to spend the night tonight or tomorrow, we can do that with her here, but she needs to apply to Del Mar, like, ASAP. I mean, she has till June, but I would think to apply at Del Mar, dad, it's literally you just go to delmar.com and it says apply here. But dad, listen, you don't have to do that. If you want her to come over here or if you want us to do it this weekend, I can do it. It's not a problem. Oh, okay, okay. So there's more stuff we have to do? Fuck, man. Government takes money, but they don't wanna give it back, huh? Or you're talking about the grants or the FIFA? I mean FIFA, FISA. The grants, right? Oh, the scholarships. No, 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 okay, no, no, but this is the grants though, so you understand. Well, no, it's just, basically, she gets access to all these college grants and funds that they give out, you know. It's really good because it's like, no like, very few people get, 50% to 100% scholarship, right? These are like 500 here, 1,000 there. You know what I mean? Like, it's racked up. So by the time she gets 10 to 20 of them, there's 10 grand or 5 grand right there for college. Yep. 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 Yeah, they're gonna cover it. Yep. So we can do this later. It's no problem. All right. Thanks, Dad. Okay, thank you. Dude, having old Mexican parents is so hard. It's so hard. They don't understand the internet. They don't understand social media. I love my dad. I love him to death. He retired and now he's on TikTok 24/7 and using phrases and words that he clearly doesn't understand. Love him to death, but I I'll be honest, you know what? I'm not gonna say that. I love my dad. He is very valuable. He just is. very difficult to you know what it is? You know what it is? It's because the job he had and who he worked for, he doesn't know how to not treat us like we work for him. He doesn't know how to stop trying to, like, delegate, like, as if he's the boss or in charge, you know, like, and maybe he misses that, right? I mean, you go to work every day and you're the fucking literally top guy that everybody sees. Yeah, that's probably gotta be it, but damn, that shit was fucking that was hard. Everybody I put it on live so y'all could hear how difficult that was to literally say the same thing over and over. Shout out to Mex, he said, "Make sure you tune into Talking About Nonsense with Matt for the worst takes in sports, primarily not understanding Mikey beats Loma." That was the other topic we were gonna talk about too today. They hit me with this dope ass graphic. Actually, I think I saved it. Let me see. I'm pretty sure I saved it. Let me see. Yep. Yo, everybody want me to jump on their show to talk about TKO. You know, I would be, like, so much more popular right now if I was clipping last year because I said all of this stuff a year ago, more than that. I've actually been saying this before WrestleMania 41. We've been having this conversation, I swear to fucking Christ, and it's because I fucking know, dude. I know. Like, I'll never be the best boxing journalist or wrestling journalist or MMA. I'll never be like a top 10 guy. I know that. But I think there's very few people that know all 3 of them the way I do. And I think there's also very few journalists and content creators that have the information I have in all 3 and have access to the hybrid minds of Abe Gonzalez, Matt, Mex. Like, nobody has access to the hybrid fans that I do. And that's because I've been a hybrid fan for my entire life, or combat sports life, I guess. No, I can't. Why can't I do that? Hold on, let me try it again. Let's see. Oopsie. Okay, there we go. All right, check this out. This is pretty cool. I like the way he did this. Wait, those are none of them. Oh, I gotta sync it. Okay. Well, I'll show it to y'all as soon as I sync it. Or it's syncing right now. Let's see. Oh, shout out Alex. What's going on? Are we watching this press conference live? Well, we sure as fuck can. Of course, we can. I was actually just gonna go through the shit that happened yesterday. I was just gonna do that, but let's do it. Why not? Oh, look, real quick. Let me just show you all this though. This is it right here. Max, did you make this? What do y'all think? This was the conversation we were having earlier, and I'm gonna say we because they included me in it, but this is like an 8-year conversation that's been going on between Max and that. Okay, and Dark Side of the Ring season 8 for Vince season. Yo, that would be nuts. That whole fucking season on Vince. Oh man. Yo, I swear to God, I would watch every single one of those live. I would do a live reaction. In fact, I think I'm still gonna do the Hulk Hogan one. I've already seen it. We're gonna talk about it, but I don't know. I just feel like there's so much to watch there and talk about, even though most of the big stuff is old and but I don't know, there's just a lot there. John Cena says that his announcement at Backlash this Saturday is going to shock the foundation of WWE. I have very low expectations. Nothing burger incoming. Delicious. Yeah, no, here's the thing. It's gonna be my club WWE price points. Like, I don't understand why they're doing this. Like, we know it's gonna be the WWE My Club price points, right? And Braun's gonna be like 500 or whatever the fuck it's gonna be, and they're gonna have a gold and a platinum. And oh, by the way, WWE superstars might show up to your VIP spot. Eat a dick. How about that? Eat a dick. They better fucking show up. I'm fucking paying for them to tell Undertaker to get his bitch ass upstairs and bring it downstairs. Tell Stone Cold to bring his ass down here with his beers, and don't bring the bad beer. I don't want that fucking dirty ass IPA shit that he made. I want the good beer, all right? The one that tastes like kind of like a better Bud Light. Get that one, all right? That's what I want. Tell Stone Cold he better have that shit on ice in a bucket. Don't bring in that little ice chest you bring it down to the ring, champ. That's for the people that paid to watch the show. I paid to fucking hang out with you and you be my friend right the fuck now. You're going to get on my live on IG, Stone Cold, and tell everybody we're friends. Everybody. And you know what? Nuh-uh. Also, bring the Steiner brothers down. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And Scott's going to tell everybody on my live that I could beat him up in a real fight. If I'm paying that much money, this is the things they should be giving us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I should be able, okay, if I join the My Club WWE, I should be able to arm wrestle a a member of the women's roster anytime I want and whoever I want. And she should let me win. And she could beat me. Like if it's Jade and she's like, oh shit, I could definitely beat him. She has to let me win. She has to let me win. I should be able to arm wrestle any female wrestler I want, and I should be able to have either 6 beers with a wrestler and or they take me to Dave& and Buster's, and it's on them. Because, like, dude, what? You want me to pay my club WWE when 60% of the country is unable to afford healthcare, when triple the amount of people today have less food in their pantries and fridges than ever? But please, by all means, spend all this money so they might show up. No, fuck that. Bring their asses down here. They're gonna fucking show up. All I'm gonna say is one guy was trying to unify the division. The other guy never came back for his belt and sold out to fight a welterweight. Yeah, see, if this conversation between Mikey Garcia and Loma was like, who's the pound for pound guy? Who had the more prestigious career? Who seemed to like not be the biggest dipshit with their career or take the worst advice or whatever? Loma all day. Loma wins like all of the other points here. But I'll be honest, I it's hard for me to see Mikey Garcia losing this fight. Mikey was just he seemed built for 135 in a way that very few people seem built that way, right? He had the perfect size to be just as fast as he needed to be, just as strong as he needed to be. Technically, he was always, very, very solid. But the ability to have that specific reach advantage, that specific height advantage, those specific physical proponents says that he's just so difficult to beat, you know. And again, I think if Loma was he's the same size as Ricky, uh, yeah, I pick Loma every time. And I actually think it would be that close. But when I think of Mikey at 135, and then I think of Loma and how much he struggled with guys that I don't, and not struggled, that's the wrong word, but he was so much better than guys that he fought above 126 that he didn't like, you know, walk walk all over, dog walk or anything. So I don't know. It's tough, dude. This is such a good question. It really is. And here's the thing. You know what? And I'm gonna read it, Mex, even though you didn't give me permission, but I know you'll be all right with it. I'm gonna read it the way that Mex wrote it out because this is the best way, the way he said it. Uh, uh, he said, Mario, who wins this fight right here? Summer of 2019 at 135, Mikey fights Loma instead of Spence. That right there is the conversation. That is the conversation because that provokes a potentially different, like a multiverse where this happens, right, in another universe, and Mikey is, like, still, like, a top fighter today, and he may be even, like, a cash cow, obviously not like a Canelo type, but relatively close. This could have been the thing that propelled him to a completely different in career, right? I would say the career of Mikey Garcia is both impressive and sad. When you think about how much time he gave to the business side of the sport, and I'm not saying that's even his fault, right? Boxing is designed in a way systematically to make these types of things happen, right? Or make them easier for most or than others. And so, I don't know, man, if he would have fought Loma and won, I'm not saying he wins, but if he did win that fight, like I think he would, uh, dude, that could this we could be talking about a completely different career for the man named Mikey Garcia. And like I said, he could still be fighting maybe. And maybe not right now, like, active, but, like, a guy that people call out because they want to pay him. Because all he did really was use all that juice he built up, use all that momentum he built up, and he just handed it over to Spence. And I don't know, maybe they really thought they could win that fight. Maybe they really did, but, as far as I'm concerned, that's exactly what he did. He handed it off to Spence. He said, "Here you go. Make that Crawford fight really fucking good." Let me see. Yeah, and some if I join, I better get a personal brawl and panties match between Liv and Roxanne. Exactly, dude. Exactly. If I join, I want I wanna fucking work out with, like, fucking Sheamus and Mark Henry, and, like, I want them they better teach me everything they know, and they have an hour to do it because I gotta go watch the wrestling show. Yeah. They better have, like, a program like, yeah, I'm telling you, this is gonna be crazy. If I pay diamond level, I should be able to fist fight Jamie Noble and the Hurricane. Exactly. And I'll go one further. I should be able to, like, throw a stick in the middle of the floor where they're both at and say, "Fight to the death." And it happens. And it happens. I'm a My Club WWE member. You're gonna fight to the death, Jamie Noble. You're gonna fight to the death, Hurricane. Well, you want me to call Mark Shapiro? He's just gonna kill you both. Or one of you could survive. So get to kill. That would be mine. Oh, in gimmick. No, I wouldn't be in gimmick. Oh, yeah, yeah, in gimmick. Yes. Oh, yeah, of course. No, no, no. Yes. Oh, yeah, yeah. Thank you for this because I should realize that people would be retarded enough to believe that I would want to just see the man who played Hurricane in, like, regular clothes. No, get in your fucking gear and get to stepping. This is my club WWE. Am I saying it right? Is it my WWE club? What is it? Club WWE? I don't know. Is it? Wait, oh, I didn't even have my thing on.
I don't even know what your question was, man. Can you repeat it?
Just asking, do you think the hype that the main event is bringing will bring more eyeballs to you and you could capture some of those fans with the performance on Saturday?
For sure, man. It bring a lot more eyes ball, and now it's time for me to show what kind of champion I am.
A lot's been made.
Still
You
choppy,
guys
guys.
both born when you were born, both young guys, both Asian fighters fighting for a
Talking
belt.
yourself
What do you make
into
of
why
Tetsuya,
Mikey wins.
considering, you were booked against him
Yeah,
before,
oh,
fell out,
Matt
booked
ain't
again.
shit, bro.
So what do you make of Tetsuya
Matt
as an
ain't
opponent?
shit.
Tetsuya is a great guy, man. He's a well-rounded guy. It just happened to be so he gonna fight me, and he about to find out.
Similar two questions for Tetsuya Taira, all the way in the back. Obviously, the main event's getting all the attention, but do you think you can steal some of those fans when you face Joshua Van on Saturday?
Is this the UFC stream? Oh, this is MMA Junkie. God damn it.
You guys want to see respect for talking, right?
What?
Yeah. メインイベントが盛り上がってて、まあ、嬉しいです。
Damn, he gets a lot of teeth out of them mouths. You know what I mean? Without smiling. Bro, you seen all his teeth without, he ain't even really
I'm glad to see
smiling.
the main event going high.
And he got a wide ass
Last one
fucking.
for Tattoo. What do you
ring.
make of Joshua as a champion? Obviously,
Honestly, I think Joshua Van wins, but I'm not calling this a 50-50, but I honestly think it's way closer to 50-50 than people think it is. This is going to be a very good fight.
weird, bizarre ending in his last fight, but I think people are very excited about this fight specifically. What do you make of him as a champion?
Can they just hurry up and ask? Can they just hurry up and ask Strickland about Muslims already? So we can get our clips and go.
That's it? Oh, yeah. 前回チャンピオンとの試合が前のような結果ですけど、それを踏まえて今回この試合
The fuck? Fuck you, bro. Then don't watch. What the fuck? Eat a dick.
どうしましょ
That's hilarious, bro. That's hilarious.
Your last fight is.
I wish I could show. I wish I
too
could show
short,
your fucking
right?
stupid ass comment.
We have to choose the real champion this time.
Go ahead. Who's got the next question?
Question for Sean Strickland. Sean, Hamzat has said all week that all the security is not for him. It is for you and your protection. Do you feel safe up there with him right now?
Let me tell you, I'm an American. I know how to be a fucking man. You see how they put my fans over here? We have fucking dignity. We know how to be a fucking man. You see those fucking heathens over here?
Jesus.
They shouldn't be allowed in this fucking country. You guys are the definition of fucking dog shit. And you need to
Good
get the fuck out of
fucking
America and stop ruining
Lord.
it. You motherfuckers, you guys know how to be fucking men. You live.
But this is why this is such horseshit. Why? Because they like you? Because they're cheering you on? Okay, cool. Anybody who sucks your dick's a man. That
in a
sounds
country
gay
with
as shit.
fucking men built by men.
This sounds so gay to y'all. Does this sound gay to y'all? This sounds
You live in a
gay.
country built by men better than you just actively fuck up. Go call Putin, have him teach you how to be fucking men again.
This is the guy that was sucking Putin's dick like a year and a half ago. What are we talking about? Oh my God.
One more
This
for
is,
you, Sean.
and this is it right here. Like, look, I've learned this already, right? I'm not going to crash out. I promise you. I've learned this already. The UFC isn't, none of these people are actually political, right? Like, because they're not, obviously, right? Sean Strickland in the last 2 weeks has said basically Trump's a retard in so many words, right? He's gone back and forth on the Israel stuff in the last 5 years. I'm sorry, like this is has to be a work at this point. It has to be. No one could be this blind.
Hamzat told us yesterday.
God, I can't wait to watch
one
this fight.
takedown, and it's
I'm
good
such a
night
piece of
for
shit
you.
because I
Do you
want to
think
see
you have
this
some
so bad.
answers that he's not going to be expecting if this fight goes to the ground?
Yeah, dude, you can try to dry hump my leg all you fucking want, dude, but you ain't gonna fucking work.
hilarious.
off your head.
Okay, that's funny. That's funny.
Stand,
I
we're
got
gonna
you in the
fucking
training. Yeah, you coach Eric takes off from you.
What the fuck? Is Kamzat doing an American accent? What does he
dry
say?
hump my leg all you fucking want, dude, but you ain't gonna fucking work.
Squeeze off your
We're
head,
gonna
dude.
stand,
I
we're
got
gonna
you in the
fucking
training. Yeah, you coach Eric takes off me.
Yeah, your coach Ada takes off. Now I'm gonna go ahead, dude. I swear to God, that's what it sounds like to me. Maybe I'm the only one, but it sounds like he's doing the worst impression of somebody from Tennessee.
From you, I squeeze off your leg, man. You was tapping all the time.
Squeeze up, shut the fuck
Yeah, I
up.
squeeze all juice out of you, man. You bitch.
Oh yeah.
Who you talking to? That's America. America love me, bro. You
Oh,
bitch.
yeah.
Nobody
Oh,
loves
yeah.
you.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Oh, that's a bar. Yo, y'all heard that, right? He said, "What are you talking about, America? America loves me, bro." And listen to that crowd.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
All of these guys love
Let
me.
me say, you
Nobody
guys-
loves you. Only your daddy loves you.
Let me tell you about this.
Hey,
Only your daddy loves you. Yo, if you don't know, that's a shot, bro.
beat you up. I ain't gonna beat you up, you.
Let me tell you about this fucking pussy. Why I
Fuck
call him,
up. Shut
why
that
I
shit
call him
down.
a coward.
Hey, we
Why
don't
I
need
call
you.
him a
Big
coward?
old problem. Listen to you.
You're
Big old
making
problem.
fun. You're making fun of child abuse. This
Hey.
is why you're a fucking
Tell the
animal.
people like you that the
And
big
you're a
job.
fucking bitch.
Cry
You'll
here
never
now.
be a fucking American.
Cry here
You are
now.
a fucking
You're gonna
coward.
cry, bitch.
You are a fucking
Yo,
coward.
these are
bitch.
two dudes
Yeah,
who
fuck you,
very,
Shut up,
very
shut
much
up.
are gonna
Yeah,
kill
you're a
each other.
fucking
You're gonna
whore.
sit
Shut
down
up.
and shut up.
Hey, don't make
You're
call
gonna sit down
you
and
call
shut
your
up.
daddy
You're
Cordero.
gonna sit
You're
down
gonna let
and
him
shut up.
choke you out for a fucking G-Wagon.
What you
Fuck
gonna do?
you.
Fuck you.
It's called Payment Received
That's what a
presented by
fucking
Slim
bitch
Jim.
looks like, guys. Fucking bitch. This man would suck off Cordero for a G-Wagon.
Hey,
Fuck
you,
him.
you should
Yo,
cry.
he said he would suck
cry
off Cordero
now.
for a
It's not my
G-Wagon.
problem, you poor
Fuck.
bitch.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't
because
have a
I didn't go
G-Wagon.
suck off
I
a
was all
dictator.
cars I needed because I'm rich. You poor bitch.
Yeah,
Gotta
because
be
you gotta be a
homeless in
fucking
Vegas.
whore.
Yo,
I would never
these
whore myself out
dudes
like you did.
fucking
fact
You're
that
gonna
shut
be
the
hate
homeless
fuck off
in
each
Cordero, you
other.
faggot.
in Vegas.
Yo, this isn't
Who's
no
got the
fake
next
ass
question?
son in fucking
Go ahead. Who's got it? Fire away.
fucking
My
Go ahead.
question is
Hold on,
for
let me hear this.
Hamza Chimaev, а теперь по-русски. Хамзат, салам
Oh,
алейкум.
never mind. This isn't no fake
Walaikum
ass son in
assalam.
За тобой
Masvidal, like,
охраны
you know,
побольше, чем за Шоном.
manufactured
Как ты
shit,
думаешь,
all
UFC
right?
опасается больше провокаций от тебя?
Why let him hold the mic? I know,
За тобой
right? Why let
охраны
him?
больше, чем за Шоном. Опасаются больше тебя?
You got more security
Well done.
standing behind you than behind Sean. Do
Меня
you think that they're more worried
останавливает
about
труднее,
your
чем его.
safety than his?
Он боится, поэтому меня останавливают.
He's scared. That's why they have to hold me back.
Хамзат, в Абу-Даби ты предупреждал, советовал австралийским
Dude, he's
фанатам
putting over
Роберта
his
Уитакера
fans.
не
No shit. Yeah,
просыпаться на
for
бой,
sure.
потому что это
No,
будет
no, you're right.
плохое
I
утро
would
для них.
certainly hope
Что ты
nobody's going
посоветуешь
to
американским
UFC for
фанатам
their
Шона
politics.
Стрикленда?
In Abu
You're
Dhabi,
fucking
you
wrong
advise
because
the
they
fans
are.
of
Their
Robert
names are
Whitaker not to
fucking
wake up and watch the fight
RFK
because
and
it's not going to
fucking
look good for them. What are you going
dipshit.
to
What's his
suggest
name
for
from
the
Florida?
fans of Sean
Strickland should
Strickland?
start barking at him. That would be dope.
Братан, Америка любит меня
I'm
больше,
reach
чем
your
его.
poor beach.
Я не думаю, что у
Yeah,
него
dude,
есть
that was a
фанаты
good line.
вообще.
I'm not gonna lie, that was a good
My
line. I mean,
brother-
Strickland's not poor, but
Они
yeah, that
будут
was a good
болеть
line.
за меня, будут радоваться.
My
All this
brother in
for the
America
fight
have
to
more
suck,
fans than
though.
he has ever
Yo,
had.
and
So watch, they're gonna
Yo.
root for me. So it's nothing for them to see. They're gonna love me and watch me and root for me.
yo, he's right though, because this fight could very much suck. You're talking about two guys that have bored on stages that would okay. You're talking about two guys who, even when they show up to win or be competitive, it makes for not great fights stylistically.
Go ahead.
Question for Sean Strickland. Sean, during the buildup of this fight, you've made a lot of controversial comments about Hamza Chimaev, calling him things like a Chechen whore, a terrorist, and making jokes about his
I am
religion and
terrorist
culture.
for him. I am. I'm gonna take off his head. I'm gonna kill him. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
My question for Sean. Now that he's here in front of you, would you get up and say those things directly to his face, or is it all a part of your online persona?
Hey, look at his face. He started to cry now.
Listen, I didn't bring religion in this. He's the one that fucking brought this into us. And let me tell you, you fucking go fucker.
Hey, you don't
Let
want
me
to
tell
watch
you
this at
something.
the beach.
If this is
No
how
one
you
wants to
act
say
and your
what you
religion
say.
acts,
No one wants
all
to
you
listen to
fuckers
you.
out of this country.
Hey, shut
You
up
are
and
a
sit
fucking
down.
dog.
Why you stand up all
Let me
the
tell
time?
you guys,
Sit
I
down.
didn't bring religion.
Don't be
This I didn't
stressed.
do. He
Yeah, you
fucking
did, but that's okay.
He fucking did. If that is how
I'm
you
gonna
react,
Well, you
Yeah,
both
yeah.
did it, but yeah,
let's
that's
go,
okay.
bro. Hey,
Sit
America's
down.
a nation of Christ. It's a nation of freedom.
Watch,
You
I'm
don't
gonna make
fucking
him
belong
sit
here.
down now. Gotta sit down,
Jesus
bitch.
fuck.
Motherfucker.
And you know what's
Go ahead.
crazy about this is that it's not like, yes, it is. Okay, obviously more people are Christian here than anything else, but it's like, damn, dude, this guy just needs to like retake like 10th grade fucking US history or fucking anything.
Question for Sean Strickland. Sean,
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's like you have to play the act, right? But the truth is always seen in the blurred lines, right? And I'll give you this. Yesterday we were talking, Alex, I forgot what he said. It was a hilarious joke though. Because we were showing the White House thing, and it's this narrative, right? Like, oh, the MAGA base or White House and or Trump are a America first, promoting America first. And then obviously there's this very, very let's just say discontent for immigrants. And so then you have all that, right? But then you went to the White House and you brought the UFC fighters, and they're like, and the Egyptian guy that literally both sides of the aisle call a terrorist he's like, yeah, you done great, Mr. President. You've really built this country. Look, there's barely one American here. You got a French, you got a Brazilian, you got an Egyptian. It's like, dude, that is not on. That is not on message for them, bro. But that's the thing is like the truth is America does exist as one of the greatest places on earth to get an opportunity, right? And yes, we want you to do it the right way. That doesn't mean everybody that is here and valuable did it the right way, but yes, that's exactly what we want. But it's still, we're still the Statue of Liberty. We're still millions, coming in on a boat at the harbor. What was it called? I forgot. Whatever that fucking thing in New York is called. We're still all those things. We're still the saying on the Statue of Liberty. Give us your hot, you're tired, you're hungry, whatever the fuck it's. I don't know what it says. Like we're still all those things. Like have you people ever been? Have you been to the doctor recently? Have you been to a hospital recently? Do you know how many fucking people are white or American? Because they're not that many anymore. I don't know if you realize that, but it's a shit ton of us out there that are being seen by Chinese and fucking everything. You know what I mean? So it's like this is it sucks because like it's all fun and games, I guess, and that's fine. All right, it's a narrative to sell a fight. Like you're a moron if you're listening to Sean Strickland, but it's like I don't know. It feels like back when it was like, oh yeah, Hulk Hogan, like I'm gonna root for America type shit. There was like a pride in it, right? And now it's like, no, we're American, so fuck everyone that's different. And it's like, wait, but America is built on an institution of being different. I don't know. It just doesn't.
My dog, thank you.
I would rather my American propaganda come in the form of Sylvester Stallone and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Hulk Hogan.
For your service.
I would rather have American propaganda that I can share with my kids.
Let's go.
Yo, imagine being like a hardcore MMA dad right now and like showing your kids the fights. Oh man. Either they would be like so confused on the world, or they would just like grow up having the most UFC mind frame.
Son, do you think your pressure can break Chimaev?
Shout out Bill Haney. This guy's
fight?
voice sounds like a mixture of Sergeant Slaughter and Jesse Ventura
Chimaev,
trying to cut a Hulk Hogan style promo. Yo! That is a fucking group chat right now.
You ain't gonna do shit, bro.
I gotta bully you.
I'm gonna send you back to your
gotta
fucking
bully you,
daddy
man.
Cordero.
I'll be honest though, I very much have a problem with Kamzat saying that he's going to be a terrorist or Strickland and cut off his head. That's I'm not saying Strickland hasn't gone too far at any time. Not saying that at all. I'm just saying like, that's, yeah, dude, can you shut the fuck up about that? Like, it doesn't hurt my feelings at all. But at this point in 2026, it is more likely that someone has either seen or know of, or even personally know someone who's been affected by that stuff. And so it's like, fuck.
You ain't gonna do shit.
But it's like, this is the worst time in the last like 20 years of the UFC that this fight could have happened.
No
You ain't gonna do
word.
shit.
No word now. You talk so much shit about me. Now do something.
Yeah,
You said you're gonna
motherfucker.
shoot me. Shoot me, a bitch.
Hey, and
Hey,
by the
shoot
way,
me. You wanna make scared from Chechnya, guys?
by the way,
Never.
by
No.
the way,
You
I
tried to
never
make me
said
scared
I was
guys.
gonna shoot him.
Bro, I grow up.
We
with
said that he was
guys.
gonna jump me with him and his little fucking dirty fan base. We are fucking Americans. We stand on business. We don't threaten
Hey,
to jump
sit down,
people.
bitch.
All you do is you
Come
bring
on.
these fucking cowards in here and you try to intimidate me. I will fuck him up and I will fuck you up. You fucking pussies.
You should cry now.
You got another one? Go ahead. Yeah. And question for Chimaev. Chimaev, do you think you will
Yo,
break?
this is a why, like, man, because see, I've never covered a UFC event ever, but I have covered many different MMA promotions, and yo, I don't know if I would thrive in this environment or not, because I'll be honest, it's much more intimidating being in a room with, you know, fucking Dan Raphael and Michael Woods and fucking you know, Mike Hoppinger and Max Kellerman and, you know, Steve Kim and Michael Montero and all the rest of the people that I'm forgetting. It's much more intimidating being in the room with them, quiet. Like, you can hear their intellects chiming, like the gears grinding in their head. You can hear it. It's that loud. And these are some of the smartest, most knowledgeable, you know, people in boxing, right? And it's like, you don't want to look like a dipshit in front of them. And at the same time, like, you want them to believe that you're on their level, even when you don't believe it, right? And so that's intimidating. You know how intimidating it is to ask a question when it seems like all the writers you've been reading for a decade or longer seem to know when it's their turn? Like, what? What is going on here? How do they know who's going next? And they don't, right? And there's little signals you give, right, to see who's next, so it can be flawless or seamless. That's intimidating. And it was really hard to get started. You know, if you've never been in a scrum with elite riders, it is very intimidating, you know. But I'll be honest, I think I would thrive in this sort of PlayStation Call of Duty chat room of a press conference. I do. I think that if it comes down to being the loudest and the biggest dick and the biggest smartass in the room, I'm willing to bet on myself every time.
In the cage, Sean Strickland.
What did
Do
you
you
say?
think with your pressure you will break at the cage, Sean Strickland?
Сломаешь ли ты его своим
I like that they
давлением?
call him Shauna Sticklin. Oh, do you want to? How are you going to beat Shauna Strickland? Why does it sound Asian to
В
me?
клетке.
You
It was a
already
bad
break.
impression. I admit it.
Thank you.
Yo, he's nervous, bro.
At the cage,
Nervous. He's
Сломаешь ли ты его
nervous.
своим давлением в клетке?
Hey, drop
You
that
already
shit again,
break.
bitch. Hey, drop that shit
Thank
again.
you. Alex, don't cry. You're gonna see that.
Yo,
you,
he's nervous.
Go ahead.
Bro, let me tell you. I've been in a fight or two. All right. I'm not going to pretend like I wasn't nervous the day I fought Keem, a guy who was 5 inches taller than me, like 15 pounds more natural weight, maybe more. What? Of course I was nervous. What? Of course I had butterflies in my stomach the night before, the morning of, breakfast, all the way to the gym. Of course I was. Of course I was nervous fighting a fucking former Marine from one of the hardest neighborhoods in New York. Of course I was nervous. My laughter, my judgment, my bullshit is not a system of persecution of fear. I mean, you got to try to own it, but it's very natural. So again, I'm not trying to make fun, but just the it's just funny to me. It's just funny to me, you know. You know what? If y'all seen it, there was this podcast between what's his name from the Nelk Boys? I forget his. I don't remember all their names. I forget his name. Slimy, Squeezy, Sneezy, something like that. Anyway, he was on with Dominic Cruz, one of the most respected and greatest MMA fighters of all time. All right. And they were talking about this dude on the Nelk Boys beef with another UFC fighter, right? I'm not going to get into it, but they were talking about it, and you know, obviously, Stein, Steamy, Stony, whatever. Obviously, like he's playing a bit, right? He's pretending like he can fight, like he does that. It's kind of like Dean the Great, right? Or like Rolly calling out David Benavidez, like they're trolling, guys. They're trolling, right? And so he's trolling, and Dominic, you can tell he knows, but at the same time, he's willing to engage in the conversation and have a real conversation about it. And in a way, that's Dom trolling him right back. So they're having this conversation back and forth, and essentially, you know, Stoma or Stony or Soma or whatever his name is, he says something like, "How do you know I can't fight? How do you know I'm not built like that?" Yo, Dom has this line, bro, and it's one of the hardest fucking lines you'll ever fucking hear in podcast history. And he looks at Stoma or whatever, and he says, "Because I've seen this." And then he says, "But aren't you not supposed to judge a book by cover in fighting? Isn't that what you're?" And he says, "No, in life, you never judge a book by its cover. In fighting, that's the only metric you have. You have to use your instincts to judge the other guy. And I've read your book a million times. You ain't built like that." And I was like, ugh, that's a fucking bar. Yo, just rhyme the next word and you will be on the level of Lil Pump. Beyond that level. My bad. It was nasty work. And that's what this is. That's all I'm trying to say.
Dana,
I'm not trying to hurt your feelings if Sean's your favorite fighter.
That you're not really a big fan of when things get too heated up at these press conferences or at these weigh-ins. How do you feel up there right now?
He said, "What do you expect?" He's Muslim.
I say that
I'm
I
just
don't
waiting
want-
on him to
what's the
call a
question?
guy a
You're
maggot.
not also a fan of these huge heated rivalries and huge heated press conferences. How do you
Motherfucker
feel out
had
there
the
right
bubble
now?
guts. I'm
Yeah,
telling
this
you.
one's pretty heated.
Yokud was in the army.
Are you enjoying it? Like you've got a
And he
smile
was
on your
from
face, but do
upstate
you,
in
Listen,
Capricorn.
it is what
No,
it
he
is.
wasn't. Oh my God. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. I wish we were on the Boxing Voice right now. Oh my God. Oh my God. Why am I leaving this up? Why am I leaving this fake news propaganda up? Look, guys, he just put "just kidding." All right. He knows. He's no. Oh, fuck, Mex. Dude, I hate Mex for one reason. I love Mex more than anything, but there's one thing I hate. I hate how unaware of I don't want to say genius, that comedy, like, I'm not gonna suck your dick. That's not true. I wish you knew you were as funny as you are. Like, you're funny, but I don't think you're that funny. But whatever, not the time for this. All right, let's go back to this crazy
Some are
shit.
not. It is what it is.
and Sean, a question.
I'm not gonna lie, I do love the optics of
for you.
this. This is awesome. Although this guy, probably could have cut this guy from the group. You know what I mean? It's like this is the same people who brought to you the current administration that's like, if you're fat, if you're a woman, if you're a lesbo, you're getting the fuck out of these police forces. Like the same people that brought you that are the same people that put what's his name? Fuck, I forget his name. I follow him on Twitter.
Sean,
I mean, it's just like you got this fucking young dude with fucking weapons, fucking beard guy. He could take a shot. You got black nerd with glasses. Obviously, he's a threat. It's like, yo, what? You got nerd glasses and you're black with tattoos? Nah, something's off with you, champ. You could fuck me up. I know that. And then it's like, hey, the guy from Coach? Imagine if he was all the way bald.
what are you gauging from being back in the room with Hamzat now, and what did you see when you were kind of facing?
God damn it! Why didn't I switch to UFC
man,
a long
always when
time
you're
ago?
around Chimaev, he just kind of walks around like a fucking bully. But the moment you fucking
Yeah, I
pull
told
his
you I
card,
gotta
he acts
bully
like a
you, bitch.
You ain't
Shut
gonna
up.
do shit, motherfucker.
I gotta bully you, bitch.
Yeah, like you survived.
Well, I
Yeah,
can't go
you
to
did
the
it, you fucking
UFC
coward.
because
I bully you.
it's already over.
Shut the fuck
Yeah,
up, coward.
remember that. Eric, can you bring all
Yo,
this
he
back
looked
to me?
looked like. Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I'm just joking, right? I mean, I'm just trying to clip farm here, right? Obviously, Sean Strickland's not scared. Let's have an honest conversation now. This is a fighter who, he's not scared. What he might be is shook, and that's a different thing, right? People think that scared and shook are like the same word in fighting. They're not, right? Being scared is like the fight's over, you lost. Being shook is a reflection of how much your opponent has either gotten under your skin or how much this win means to you beyond the parameters of MMA, right? And so he's not scared, obviously, but he does look shook, and maybe things have finally gotten to
Let your
him.
coach tell about that. You was always crying in the gym.
Bro, we were there when you quit.
You told the people
were
God,
right.
eat a dick because it's 150 calories and 1 gram of sugar, you fucking bitch.
That
was weakest guy in the
Why
gym.
are you always
we were there. The
always
whole gym was
looking
there
at what
when
I'm
this
eating
man
and drinking?
quit. I've never fucking quit because I'm not a fucking pussy.
Hey, shut up, bitch.
Go ahead.
John Bernard with KO Sports. This one's for Sean.
No, James,
Sean,
but if you
Hamzat
want to
has
come
said
on
this
YouTube,
week he
you can
loves
definitely
because
have
you're making him so much money.
you can
You
chat
love him back
and or
because how much
Twitch,
he's making
Twitch
you
or
money.
YouTube.
He's not
One
making
of those.
anything.
You know,
bro. I'm
man.
gonna take all his money. He's a poor. He's gonna be poor in the streets in Vegas. You're gonna be.
Let me
like,
tell you
drug
something, dude. I was
He just said he's a poor. He's gonna be a poor. That is comedy gold right there.
drugs and
poor.
I'm out.
I would be
homeless,
poor in a
bitch.
trailer any
I
day
give
and
you
have
some t-shirt
dignity
from me.
and have to walk a mile in that
I
fucking
gotta use some
horseshoes
t-shirts
any
and shorts
fucking
for you.
day. How do you leave a country?
For you.
I'm asking you, how do you leave a country where they persecute and murder innocent people and you flee to Sweden?
Hey, you're gonna work
And
like
then you
prostitute
run
in the
back to
street
this
when you're gonna be
dictator
homeless.
and you whore yourself out for a G-Wagon. So to answer your
Yeah, I'm
question,
rich, boy. You hope for
I
what
would
should
live
I
in
do about
fucking
it?
dirt.
You jealous
I would
about
live
that?
in a trailer.
Yeah,
I
you
would have
jealous about
fucking
that?
dignity,
Because I has a
unlike this
G-Wagon.
fucking
I has
coward.
a 10 G-Wagon, bro.
To be fair, I mean, he's not wrong. It's like that's exactly what Kamsa did.
You're gonna drive what?
Question for Hamza. Hamza, no one's made Sean Strickland tap out in the UFC. How much would it make the win more sweeter if you're the first to submit him?
I submit him many times. He know about it. The guys know about it. He's not happy about that's why he's so stressed. Look at his face, man. Look at his face, man. He's almost crying. Cry, bitch, now. I'm gonna be your dad.
Cry bitch now. That should be a shirt. It should be cry bitch and now. Yes, on the midriff of a man's shirt. That's how hard that saying is. Is you could put that shit on the midriff of a man's shirt and he would still be a fucking boss.
Calm down,
You
calm
know
down,
I'm gonna be your
slut.
daddy.
Calm
I'm
down,
gonna be your
whore.
daddy in the cage.
I don't try to whore shame people,
Cry
but
about
this
that.
whore needs some shame.
I cry about that.
And
I don't like to whore shame, but this whore needs shame. That might be the most brilliant thing anyone's ever said. Ever.
last one, Sean.
Honestly,
Sean,
you think I'm fucking trolling and I'm not. That is hilarious and wise. It's like you shouldn't, whore shame or slut shame. But if you're going to do it at a point where it's going to make a shit ton of money and prove a point of yours, it's two birds with one stone where I come from.
A lot of fans don't want this fight to play out like DDP versus Hamza. Why will this fight go differently?
Well, they don't want to watch a man try to dry hump you for fucking 25 minutes, bro. They don't want to watch a boring ass fucking fight.
I don't need 25
I want you to
minutes,
wrestle.
I'm gonna
I
fuck
want you
up.
to wrestle. I will out wrestle you, you fucking pussy. I'll
Well,
fucking out wrestle
you
you
wrestle
any day of the
me.
week, you
No,
motherfucker.
shut up, bitch.
Yeah,
Do
dude.
anything.
Just go be a fucking
Yeah.
fag, bro.
I hope you're gonna show some man dance. I'm gonna make you dance there.
Go ahead. Somebody over there, yeah, go ahead, brother.
Question for Sean. After the fight, will there be any mutual respect at all? Or will you always be at war with...
Let me tell you about Chimaev.
Hey, tell about yourself. What your daddy did
It
to you.
doesn't matter
Yeah,
what
let's cry now
happened.
about that.
It doesn't matter
Let's cry
what
about
happened.
that
Okay, they
now.
could turn off Hamzat's mic now, I think, or at least turn it down.
Be a whore.
What did that
This is like now annoying.
He has to look himself in the mirror
cry
and
about
know that
that.
he's a little
Cry
bitch.
about your daddy.
Oh, yes.
too.
I will
What?
fucking die knowing he's
Hey,
a little
what's the
bitch.
problem? Because your
Did you
daddy.
say cry about your daddy goop? Is that what he said? Is he calling him his dad's jizz? Is that what he's calling him? Or is this something that I don't understand?
Make you a girl. It's
Again.
not my problem.
Again,
You say he's gonna make him a girl? This is somebody. Oh man. It's like you're the UFC. All right, Dana. Why don't you just tap Hamzat's people on the shoulder and say, hey, we have this other company called WWE. There's a bunch of people that work there in a little section that we like to call creative. And we have some pitches for you for some stuff to say that won't make you sound like a raving fucking lunatic who just learned English last month.
No,
See you guys.
Oh,
We see.
hey, in Chechnya, people make the real man. So
Hey,
if
calm
you
down,
go
bro.
in
You're
America,
fucking
your daddy
prophet.
make you
Fuck
go.
shit, you coward.
Yeah, girl.
You're a fucking scumbag.
So
Shut
it's
the
not my
fuck up.
problem. Your daddy make you a girl, like crying all
Hey.
the time.
Let me tell you, dude.
Don't
Look at his insult.
Oh, and he's hurt by it, dude. And you can tell that actually hurt him. I actually and that's what I'm saying. And it's so crazy because, man, check this shit out. You had Dana go on a show, sound like a fucking retard, talking about men's mental health is bullshit. And then you have another guy right here begging for his opponent to understand the mental derangement that comes with being raised the way that he's raised. And now, obviously, this is shit talking, right? Nobody's considering the other at all, but they know this. And yet Sean seems triggered.
Right?
It's
What do I
interesting.
insult? Do I lie? Am I making this up?
And that's the thing. You're not lying, not at all, but you're using it as a provocation for aspects of your own bullshit. And that's like pussy. That's like pussy shit, right? That's like those are like the same sort of rationales that like fucking school shooters use, right? And it's so funny because this is the side that tells the other side, like, stop fucking being a victim. It's like, whatever.
This man's a fucking whore. I don't make this
I gotta
up.
make you that.
Yeah,
Gonna
you're a
make
little
you
bitch.
that. You're gonna be my.
Calm down, whore.
Gonna be my.
You have another one?
I go.
Question for Dana. Do you have any plans on returning to the Intuit Dome? Or was it like a one type of dome like the
This guy's asking this question at this. Good Jesus Christ. Everybody's like, look at even the cops like, really, bro? Really? You just asked that of all things right now?
sphere? Do you have any
Dana's like puzzled. Were you not listening to these guys? They're having a race war right now. You think you want to talk about the Inuit Dome? That's what you want to talk about? Are you sure? You're sure? Are you sure? You don't want you could ask Sean to draw a picture of the prophet if you want. Yo, and he would do it, bro. He would do it and pull that shit right up.
intention to return to Intuit Dome.
In case you don't know, you can't show what's the prophet's name? What's his name? The one that South Park wanted to show? Fuck. I forget his name. But you know what I'm talking about. And it's like you can't show it. You can't show a illustration or a visual conception of I can't think of the name. But that's okay. So that's what that's about. My joke, which is clearly a joke, right? Obviously, because
Was it a one-time thing like the sphere?
Yeah, no, we would definitely go back there. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Sean, you
Dana's like, thank you for switching the vibe that we all desperately wanted switched.
Had a lot of great fight weeks, but this one feels a little bit different. Are you having the most fun right now? We see you smirking in between questions.
Nah, he ain't
Seems
having
like this
fun.
is the most fun you've had on a UFC press conference
You guys,
stage.
I fucking love it, man. I love the fight fans. The energy you guys bring is amazing.
I'm not saying he doesn't love it or it's not fun. I'm saying that it's an experience. And by that, it's not fun or anxious or stressful or bullshit. Like, it's everything, right? It's everything. A guy like Sean Strickland doesn't want to be in a major city, right? With a Paramount logo in back of him. This is not that guy, right? This is not, and yes, I know he loves the fans for sure, and the energy of the fight game and stuff for sure. And it's exciting, right? But the thing is that going through the ups and downs of a fight camp and a fight week and then a fight night are filled with turmoil and happiness and fond memories and bullshit, and it's like, you know, it just there's no such thing as like a perfect fight night for anyone. No fighter has ever had a perfect fight night, right? Even when you've had a terrific training camp, even when you made weight perfectly, even when you woke up and didn't have the bubble guts, all of that, you're still not going to have a perfect fight. Like it's never perfect.
Like at this point, man, I fight for you guys. Like I can't tell you how much
I believe him when he says that, though. I do. I believe him when he
means
says
to
that.
me just to have support of the fans, like not only in the octagon, in my own life, you know, like through you guys, man, I've changed my life. I didn't have to go suck up.
Right now,
I
gonna change your life. I'm gonna change your life.
Yo, Gonzalez is like not having any nice moments come out of this. He's like, we're not gonna have one warm memory from this.
I fucking love you guys, and I can't wait to go kill this
I'm
fucking
gonna
war
change
for
your
you.
life.
You ain't gonna do shit, go fucker.
I'm gonna change your life.
You ain't gonna do shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna change your life.
You're gonna go back to Cadero and suck him off. Go get another G-Wagon.
Poor guy.
Bitch.
And what was your reaction to Hamza posting the footage from sparring the other night on Twitter?
Bro, he posted a flow round where I wasn't even trying. I was still tagging him. Wasn't even trying, bro. That was a warm-up round. You still couldn't fucking hit me.
Yeah, warm-up round. Because what warm up round? Because you was crying about it. Don't hit me hard.
And I'll tell you.
Yeah, well, you ask Eric. Where is Eric? Ask Eric, your coach. He knows about it.
After that fight, after that
your
warm-up
team
round,
has the videos about it. Let them post that. Let them show about that.
Let me finish.
They have the cameras inside.
Let me finish.
Let them show.
Here's the
Let me
thing, and I
finish. Fuck
believe
you.
comes out here too. I seen the footage. Here's the thing. The footage is like nothing if you don't have the context. And the context here is that well, the context here is that basically the Hamzat team is said that they fucked up Sean way worse than the video shows. You know what I mean? And it's like it was like basically an even exchange. I mean, for the most part, some people are arguing Sean got the better of the exchanges. But there's another video that I haven't seen of reportedly Sean Strickland tapping out several times. They had a rolling session. I think this was the same gym day. They were having a rolling session, and yeah, the reports were basically that Hamza was just tapping him at will.
I don't let you do anything. Not anything. I said, fuck you up.
We're warming up. Go light.
Yeah, bro, Alex, that was crazy, big
I will
dog.
see you 5 rounds.
The here's the thing, like, I don't know, like, for all Sean Strickland's bullshit, he's not gonna go to a Muslim state and like, you know, actually disrespect, right? And that's because they would fucking throw him in jail. And so it's like, just because you have the freedom to say those things, and you do, and I think those things should be protected still, even though they're fucking atrocious. Like when in Rome type shit, you know, like just like clock your surroundings type shit, right? Like you're talking about some real fucked up shit. And I get it. That's the shit that they say about you in the Call of Duty chat logs, but you got to know that we ain't on Call of Duty no more, champ. You know what I mean? And so that was a little far for me, honestly. And again, when I say that stuff, I don't mean like, oh, I'm offended. Like very little offends me at this point. But I can say that it disappoints me for sure. It makes me like not even want to watch the fight. I mean, not really. I mean, I'm going to watch the fight. I'm just a hypocrite, but it makes me not want to. It makes me feel a little grosser watching this fight now because he said that. And like, I'm going to patronize this guy who's not going to be punished by America, obviously, because we're great and we let people say what they're supposed to say, even though Trump doesn't seem to want to do that anymore. But we're great like that. And so like to take advantage of it, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of fucked up. So it's like the country's not going to do anything because we're awesome and we have laws that protect. and then the UFC's not going to do anything, and Paramount's not going to do anything, and the billionaires that fuck children on Epstein's Island aren't going to do anything. The people that actually own this stuff. So then who's going to do anything? Nobody. And so it's like, well, what power do I have? Well, I have the power not to watch. I have the power to not pay. I have the power to like disengage. And it's like, I really want to watch him fight. I don't know.
In the cage, you fucking ban.
I've been all day, every day.
And what happened?
I asked you to come out to
where
the
is
street.
Chimaev?
Hey, tell them when I ask you out, come out.
Running like a little bitch.
Hey, when I ask you out, come out from the gym to the street. What did you say? Tell about that.
Yeah,
tell about that. When I ask you come out.
Because you're a coward.
You didn't come out. I'm
just a bitch, bro. You're just a fucking bitch.
I tell him I'll come out to the streets, and he didn't come.
Most people don't know this. Hamzat actually learned English from it was a collab that was done between what's the app called that you learn? Oh yeah, Duolingo and Bad Baby. They had a collab where she taught her version of English through a series of tapes, and somehow Hamzat got that. And that's how he learned English. Also that, and apparently fuck, I forgot the name of it, so the joke's not going to work anymore.
I went to the gym.
Who is this? Is this somebody? This looks like a person. It looks like Edgar Allan Poe. I don't know. I'm sorry. I have ADHD.
Come out with white on the street. He
I
said,
sent this man a message a couple years back saying, meet me at
Tell
5
about that
o'clock.
now.
No, motherfucker.
Tell about that now.
You're such
Tell about that now.
You were so, you were so scary or running around.
Like talking to a fucking idiot, bro. This man rewrites history, bro. We all know he's a fucking coward.
You can't deal with me now, yeah?
Well, I mean, his English is terrible, but whatever.
See me in real life now. It's not that much. I'm far away from Chechnya. You're talking so much shit. Do something now.
You guys, it is a true story.
Hey, what's true story?
It is a true story.
Look at your face. You don't look like a true man.
And I said, hey, meet me at this location at 5 o'clock. True
All
story.
Caucasian guys come
And
to the
what
gym.
did he
Everyone
say?
beats you up there.
He said, no, sorry.
Everyone beats
It was
you
a
up there.
misunderstanding.
Hey, all
Don't
Chechen
fucking
and
lie to
Dagestan
me, you
guys
fucking
being there and
coward.
beating you up every day.
I would have fucking killed you then. I'll kill you
Every
now.
day
Kill
we
you in the
beat you
fucking
up. We've
cage.
been in Vegas. All Dagestan, Chechnya guys beat you up. You was running from us.
You have another question?
Yes.
Running from us, you fucking coward. If you ever hear me say
coward.
us,
You
ever
coward. Why
hear
did
me
they come
include
out?
you guys?
Why did they come
I
out?
fight
to
my
the
own
gym?
battles because I'm not
Why
a
did you
bitch.
come out to the streets then?
Go ahead, sir.
And Sean, do you have any respect for Hamzat's trash talking?
No, bro. I mean, again,
What? What kind of question is that? Do you have any respect for his
look, why are you
trash
running
talking?
from us? Why are you running from us? Anytime this man's ever been confronted alone, look at Costa, bro. Costa made you run away, you little bitch. It's on camera. Hold me back, guys. Costa scared you and made you run away.
Hey, you have
Have you
only
ever
2 days
seen me
left.
run away?
In 2 days, you're
Never.
gonna see that. 2 days left. 2 days.
Go ahead. What do you got?
Sean, usually Hamzat doesn't say much. He's very few with his words. Do you think that you've gotten in his head this week because he's talking a lot today?
Yeah, he thought I
Chimaev
could be
is
quiet.
trying to be
He know me.
something
He know me
We can
good.
tell. Then
Gonna
they
make him run.
hoard himself out to Cadero,
Hey,
hoard
you
himself
said you're gonna
out to
shoot me.
Jackson.
Why you run to other hotels then? Because if you're not coward, why you didn't stay same hotel like me?
Wait, what's he saying?
Yeah, why you didn't stay same hotel like me? Because you coward, you run from there. I wait for you in the lobby.
Motherfucker, let me tell you
Fuck
something,
you, bitch.
motherfucker. Let me tell you something, little motherfucker. This is a factual statement.
Shut up, Mao. Shut up.
I told you to
said
meet
shut
me at
up
this
now.
location when you were
Shut
in
up.
Vegas. And you said,
Shut up.
I will quote,
Shut up,
this is
bitch.
a misunderstanding.
Shut up.
Don't talk about me running.
Shut up,
You
bitch.
said that because you didn't have
Coward.
30 of your little fucking friends.
Coward.
Pussy. Hey, that's a true story, by
So
the way,
scared.
guys. That's a true story.
Look at his
He
face
knows it's
now.
a true story.
Ladies and gentlemen, the location is Newark, New Jersey, Saturday night live on Paramount. Hey, Jersey, you ready for some face-offs? Let's do it.
Oh god. Obviously nothing happens, right? The hell? Alright. Oh shit. What the fuck? What happened? What did he do? Did he hurt him? Hey, okay. Look. Look, watch. Real quick, watch. Okay, this guy right here. This guy right here. You see him, guys? If you're watching on video, this guy right here. Okay, watch. These vibes, right? Right? Am I right? These vibes? Yeah. Me too. So what did he land something? I'm sure there's like better footage now. What did he land? Let's see. Is there anywhere we can find it? Oops. It was just a light kick, didn't even touch him. Okay, good. Well, then I won't look it up because I'll be honest, that was it looked weird. It looked like he caught him with like a side kick or something. And it looked like Sean was like affected by it, but I mean, obviously he was clearly like trying to just get away, maybe so he could like return. I don't know. The winner of this fight will be a star commercially equivalent to something between John Jones and Islam. Bigger draw than Islam, slightly lower than John Jones, or equivalent to Khabib's popularity. Yeah, I could see that. If it's Sean Strickland, I don't know. I was gonna say he would be bigger because he's the American, but I can't see that. I can't. I really can't. I can't because like look, let's just start to go over it. Some of the stuff that I saw. Oh my god, my wife is screaming, singing. Dude, y'all dare me to be like, shut the fuck up. That'd be hilarious. She'd be so pissed. All right, let me see. Oh, never mind. All right. So I saw these clips and I was like, oh, this is interesting. Oh, wait, look, let me just show y'all this one real quick. I don't know if y'all seen that, or I mean, I'm sure y'all have, but it might have been a while. You remember this clip of Brock Lesnar just fucking getting so mad and owning this guy? This is a guy who came to the the ASU. Is that where you went, right? ASU? To the gym and basically just like open challenged Brock.
I'll give you a free shot. Huh? Are you done? Huh?
Yo, fucking bitched.
I think
Aiden Ross has a $50,000 bet with Arman Sarukian that you will beat Khamzat Chimaev. Get this win for Aiden Ross.
So, if you didn't see this, it was a clip that went viral a few weeks ago. And it was during Aiden's stream, and he made the bet 50,000. Although I've heard from several people that the bets that these people are making are basically fake. God, Aiden's fake teeth creep me out. But anyway, this was interesting because Aiden and Sean have like kind of, I don't know, but he fucking goes like nuclear on him.
Mine is little TikTok $1,000 bet with Arman Sarukian that you will beat Khamzat Chimaev. Get this win for Aiden Ross.
How much money this little TikTok has, dude? Aiden, how much money that little Jew has, bro? He's what's up, chat? Who do you want me to be today? Like streaming, literally the worst thing in the world. Never do, guys. Aiden's a cool guy, but you know, he's just like Aiden is just like lacks all substance and character. Like the kid can't even ride a bike. Like he has no foundation, no grounding. I honestly feel bad for him.
So it's like you could say, oh, that's like clip, you know what I mean? Like they're just like clip streaming and shit. Hey, shout out Cruz, the champ in the building. No, let her sing. So I saw this clip and I thought to myself, wow, he went scorched earth on Aiden Ross. That's funny, I think is definitely something we could say. But it's also like, I don't know, it's also weird because they kind of like fed into the same system monetarily speaking, right? And it just seemed like their collabs were doing really good money. But then I think, and I'm like, dude, Strickland has just been that guy who's just says what he feels, says what he believes, right? There is no filter. And I admire that, right? Like I try to be that. It's very difficult because I'm not smart enough to say the things that I want to say in a way that I believe that'll be A, most impactful, and B, most straightforward, right? It's like so many people today, like they'll just say things they heard on the internet, and then it's like that constitutes me as whatever, right? Like that makes me Christian, that makes me Muslim, that makes me conservative, and it's like, no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Because like when you start to get down to the actual like backbone of it all or the crux of it all, it's always different. And he's not wrong either about Aiden. You know, Aiden's like this kid who's just like, man, I'm gonna be whatever you want me to be. Like I'll be a pussy to a rapper, to a fighter, or I'll troll like some rando online or whatever. You know what I mean? It's like whatever chat pays for, chat gets. And that's the version of Aiden they're gonna get. So he's not wrong about that. And it's like, you can't ride a bike, champ? That's, I don't know. How many adults, though, don't know how to ride a bike? I bet it's probably more than we think. I didn't know how to swim till I was like 23, but I'm also Hispanic and I grew up in the hood. So it's like, also, we had really gross beaches at the time, too. Also, you can't really swim in the beach. I mean, you could swim in the beach. You could swim in the ocean. You just can't learn to swim in the ocean. Imagine learning to swim in the ocean. Jesus Christ, that would be fucking crazy. But yeah, listen, we'll just play.
Aiden Ross has a $50,000 bet with Arman Sarukian.
Yo, Arman needs to stop taking bets with streamers too, by the way. Right? Now him and Ryan Garcia have a beef, right? Because Arman was stupid enough to believe that Ryan is a real person. And see, that's the problem there. And that's really the only things I find interesting about kick streams anymore, IRL streams anymore, is seeing people who don't play with people who only play, right? So like when you get that Armand mixed with that Aiden Ross or Ryan Garcia type, right? The people that just like don't know how to be real in the real world because they've like lived in this like weird, like they grew up as kids, you know what I mean, in this like weird environment. And so it's like they don't know how to just be, right? And so he like, oh, we gotta like do this whole body shot thing. I'm gonna throw money down, and it's like stupid shit, right? And so he didn't pay him apparently, and then like he tried to get paid weeks later, and Ryan Garcia's people were like, dude, that was a stream. That was like all bullshit. We were doing it to make money. Like those are just clips that we can get, monetized. And it's like, all right, I guess, but it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird that you think that people should just assume you're a liar or that you're playing a game. But here's the Rolly thing. Listen.
I want to whoop Dave Benavidez' ass. Look, I'm gonna be the first one to ever call this person out. I want to fight Benavidez.
Get out of here, bro.
Yeah, I want to fight Benavidez.
You're crazy, dude.
No.
Which Benavidez?
David.
Jose?
David. I want to fight David Benavidez.
What?
Yeah, bro. Mexican monster, man. They call me the boogeyman over here.
You're not serious, obviously.
I'm being serious.
You're being serious.
Yeah, yeah.
You're gonna.
I love Fight Hub. All right. I got love for Marcos, for real. All right. I was around in the days when there was just like it was like the beginnings of World Star type shit. You know what I mean? It was just like this ratchet camera work with the Fight Hub logo. You know what I mean? But it was good work. It was quality work. I love Villegas. I do. I got love for Villegas, but I just don't think he is like this kind of content would be better suited if the person doing the interview knew what time it was, right? Like obviously Marcos knows that he's trolling, but he doesn't know how to work with the troll, you know?
You want to move up to light heavyweight to fight David Benavidez?
Yeah.
Like you're not going with the bit. Like Rolly's going with the bit. And I mean, I guess, pretending like he's being serious is technically going around the bit, but it's like the whole, like, you're serious. You can't be serious, but you're not serious. It's like, okay, you've asked him. He's not serious. We both know that. And he's going to just continue to lie because this is part of the bit. So go along with the bit. And then this is the part that's the most funny. Okay. Listen. They're separated by like 5 weight classes. And listen to what he says. Listen to what Rolly says. Fucking amazing.
Well, you think he can still make 68?
Oh shit. Like if that's the thing, right? Like, oh, he's at 175. You think he'll still come back? Like if that matters, right? Like fucking hilarious.
David at 168?
David at 168? I do declare. Like what? Dude, he's playing a fucking bit and you just ruined his fucking joke. Damn it. Shout out to Marcus Villegas. I love him though. Rolly, this is good. This is good. I like this in my worst Robert De Niro. This is good. I like this. This is good. Keep doing this. Yeah, Rolly should just do this. Stop fighting. Just fucking go on and produce these brilliant clips. I can't. You know what? He should just start going live. He should just start making content. Here's the thing. I heard that Steve will do it. Got a $2 million kick deal, streaming deal for 6ix9ine. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard. That is retarded to me. It's like you're gonna bet money on the guy that already fucked you out of money twice. Yikes. This is the guy. If I had the bread to sign up a dude and then force him to stream, it'd be Rolly. It'd be Rolly. If I could make a slave out of it, no, I'm just kidding. I mean, I think that's what the managers of the streamers are doing. They're fucking, I mean, it's not slave work, obviously, but The deals are fucked up. If you know what happened like with that whole FaZe Clan stuff, I don't keep up. I just the algorithm. All right. So, the Dark Side of the Ring returns for season 7, champs. All right. Season 7, and they're going to kick things off with TNA's Jeff Jarrett, or they're going to kick things off with Jeff Jarrett and TNA, the highs and the lows. This is from fightsatw.com. You can go to fightsatw.com, check out all of our this is epic. This is epic. I love this. Check out all of fightsatw.com's content, and you can check out my work there twice weekly as it relates to covering Raw and SmackDown. I'll be covering Backlash this weekend as well. Hopefully we can go live for the Americano versus Americano mask match together with Matt and Supermex, because I would very much, or I'm sure I'm going to be covering it. So it'd be awesome to be able to do the show with them so that I can cover while being on live. You know what I mean? Because it's really hard to do both at the same time. I mean, it's not hard. It's hard. It's easier when it's like a 3-hour show or a 2-hour show, because I know the segmented format of Raw and SmackDown already, right? So like I know the way things are going to be presented to the audience, so it's like way easier to like do background stuff and and because I watch weekly, I'm able to pull more stuff from the old Nagaroo. But wait, where the fuck is this? Oh, my bad. I was like on the wrong tab. So yeah, anyway, we're going to talk about the Dark Side of the Ring coming back for season 7. Damn, I can't believe it's already season 7. I remember just yesterday my niece asking me about the Montreal screw job, and I'm like, what? And mind you, I told her about it several times before in the years. I mean, she's way younger, but whatever. And so she's like, yeah, what's the Montreal screw job? And I'm like, sit down, let me tell you all about it. I've been waiting for this day, like the grandpa who went to World War II, who just can't wait to tell his grandchildren about, I don't know, maybe you don't tell them about World War II, but whatever, you know what I'm trying to say, about the good old days, or the big monumental thing that happened or whatever. And that was mine for my niece. I was like, let me sit you down and tell you why Vince McMahon is the devil and Bret Hart is the best there ever was and Shawn Michaels is a deviant drug addict. And so then I sat her down and she was like, wait, I'm asking because I saw this thing on TV. And then she puts it on and I'm like, what the fuck is this? It was like the first 2 episodes I think had come out. Had no idea what it was. Hadn't seen any commercials for it that I remembered. And then just fucking brilliance. And every season's been great, right? I mean, they're not all great, but every season's been great. Jesus Christ, I just spit everywhere. Every season's been great. Hey, babe, are there any more protein shakes? Yeah. Could you check? Yeah, if you don't mind. Let me check. I think I do. Nope. No, that's okay. Nothing at the bottom? Oh, but it's not. It's still warm. Just one ice cube is fine. Just one. Chocolate's probably gonna be the least dirtiest. Or the least grossest, I mean, to drink. Yeah, I guess that could work. The hell, T'Challa's in here asleep on my shit?
Oh, just go ahead and drop it. I was gonna say that too.
We don't have any cold water right now, so I told my wife to just drop a Kool-Aid flavored popsicle in my protein shake. All right. Let's see. So, over the years, okay, thank you. Ooh, that's a little too much gain. All right, that should suffice. So over the years, we've gotten stories regarding or revolving around Bret Hart and the Montreal screw job. We've gotten things revolving around let's say what's the deathmatch guy's name? I forget his name, but that guy from GCW. Um, we've gotten Chris Benoit's story. We've gotten Owen Hart's story from the point of view of the family, which was a very well needed chapter for that story. And now we're going to get, as you can see on screen, if for those of you that are watching the screen and not just listening on audio, there are several different aspects of this, but from what we're gathering, the Dark Side of the Ring will kick off its season with back-to-back episodes that will feature the highs and lows of Jeff Jarrett. Thank you so much, baby. It'll get colder. Okay, cool. The highs and lows of Jeff Jarrett and TNA Total Nonstop Action Wrestling. For the first time since its 2019 premiere, the series will devote 3 episodes to Jeff Jarrett and TNA. Aside from the 3 episodes on Jarrett and TNA Wrestling, the season will feature Paul Orndorff, aka Mr. Wonderful, Missy Hatt, Ray Trailer, aka the Big Boss Man, and 2005 match between Samoa Joe and Necro Butcher. Oh shit. No shit. Oh shit. Let's fucking go there with it. Yes, please. Rick Wilson, the Renegade. The Renegade. I know the Renegade, I know the Renegades. Oh, yeah. Isn't this? Yeah, no. I remember this guy now. Dude, I always thought this was Brutus the Barber Beefcake. As a kid, I thought this was Brutus the Barber Beefcake. This isn't Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Dude, I swear to God, I'm learning this right now. Live with y'all. This is not Brutus the Barber Beefcake. Oh my God, I always thought the Renegade was Brutus. Swear to God. And like come on, y'all can't blame me, right? This is the same fucking gear. Like Hulk Hogan was so horny for that WrestleMania 9 gimmick. Macho Man with the rosacea. Yeah, dude, I don't remember this being a thing. Well, what's the story of the Renegade? Does anybody know? Let's see. Richard L. Wilson, an American Renegade was one of the times I didn't even know he won the television championship. Professional career, wrestling, world exchange, various rivalries. Severe depression continued to increase for Wilson after being released from WCW, as well as bad financial situation. And the fact that no other wrestling companies had made any offers to him, Wilson died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound to the head on February 23rd, 1999, at the age of 33. Police said that he was arguing with his girlfriend who lived with him in the home when he suddenly pulled out a 380 caliber, 380 caliber pistol in the kitchen and shot himself with it. Wilson's gravesite is located. What the hell? Who gives a shit? I mean, not who gives a shit. It's like, you're going to fucking give that out? Like, that's weird. Well, I guess they're not giving out the exact location. I'm not trying to be a dick, but this is the, I mean, that can't be like the hook, right? And I don't mean to put it that way either, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem like a long episode. That didn't sound right. I didn't mean it that way at all. You know what? I'm gonna shut the fuck up because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be good no matter what. So back to this. Yo, the Samoa Joe Necro Butcher. Oh man, let's do that now. So this is a match that is it's one of those matches. Let's give okay. Let me see. Hold on. Yeah. All right, here we go. I found it. This is it. Okay, this is the Nope, this isn't it either. The hell? Why did he give us the God damn these people? What the fuck is this? Is Mayweather fighting this guy again? Or now? Sorry, I was God, Floyd Mayweather will do anything to make money and not give us any good fights. Floyd about to have a press conference. Thank you, Alex, very much so. Why has nobody made an update sequel of The Outsiders with Cody Rhodes as Ponyboy Curtis? Ah, that would be funny. That would be funny. Let's see. Okay, so this is it right here. This is the Samoa Joe Necro Butcher match. I will very much warn you. Shout out to IWA Mid-South Wrestling for posting this free match. This is early Samoa Joe. Now I wonder what here's the thing. I'm very much looking forward to this episode of Dark Side of the Ring because we've never really received a real reason why this took place the way it did, and it is easily one of the most violent matches you'll ever see. It's disturbing the amount of head trauma that Necro Butcher suffers in this. And for those of you that have never seen Necro Butcher wrestle, you might recognize him from his work in the movie The Wrestler with the psycho guy. What's his name? The dude who's like fucked his face up and he's like dead poor now. He was the wrestler. What's his name? Ash. What was the guy who was in The Wrestler? What was his name? Mickey Rourke. That's his name. Yeah, he looks like super scary now.
The question is this match going to turn into an all-out fight? Is it going to be a death match like Necro is used to? Or will it be a wrestling match like Samoa Joe is used to?
The commentator had no fucking clue. I wish I could just go back in time. Like if I had a time machine, see, this is the reason why I should have a time machine and no one else should. Because I wouldn't go back and like Marty McFly, you know, the fucking Patriots Giants Super Bowl and win millions upon millions of dollars. I wouldn't go back in time and like prevent Kennedy from being assassinated. I mean, I wish I could, and I would love it not to happen. I just, you know, I wouldn't fuck around with that kind of stuff. Like who knows what was supposed to happen and not supposed to happen, right? I would just go back and like moments like these. This is all I would do. So this is listen to what the commentator says.
Is this match going to turn into an all-out fight? Is it going to be a death match like Necro is used to? Or will it be a wrestling match like Samoa Joe is used to?
And then this is where I just pop up right behind his shoulder and I would go right behind his ear. Like this is his head. And so this is his ear. And I'd be like, you have no fucking clue what this is about to turn into. And then boom, I would just disappear again. That's it. That's it. That's the only way. That's the only things I would use time travel for, not to help save the water supply that's ever increasingly becoming more limited on this planet and will ultimately one day be extremely limited to the point where wars will be fought over water and the placement of where or the location geographically around it. Yeah, I wouldn't do any of that. Not a single thing. Wouldn't touch a single world event. I would just go back and just fuck with people like that.
It's gonna break down, and there's the man right there who wears this.
Yikes, he wore the Choose Death shirt, and that is apropos to what we're about to see here. I just want to let y'all know, if you haven't seen this, it is not fucked up. I mean, it's not like easy to watch. I just want you to know that. Fight High just confirmed to me personally, Floyd is not broke, and he has not confirmed putting him 50-0 record on the line. He might not. Oh, Alex. Floyd. Well, you let us know when he decides if his vagina is dry enough to fight. No, I'm just kidding. But no. I definitely want to see this presser because obviously they're going to ask about the Pacquiao fight.
The flurry of strikes. Necro hits the ropes. Enziguri upside the head of the Necro.
On their feet, including all the boys in the Eagle's Nest. It's a sellout at the curtain. All these fans are moving.
By the way, look, there's 2 minutes and 30 seconds. They're like a minute into this match at best.
Chest of the Necro Butcher. But Necro's back to his feet with the headbutt.
That was a real headbutt.
I bet you Rob Naylor's going apeshit somewhere right now.
Everyone is. We knew that this was going to be a memorable fight. We're getting it right here. Necro's busted open. With the headbutts of Samoa Joe, it has
those are closed fists.
Butcher. And the chair just thrown.
Never headbutt a Samoan.
Throw chairs at Samoans all you want.
Never fuck with a Samoan. I don't know what Necro's doing.
Just throwing that chair at the head.
Doma.
Samoa Joe took issue with
I would be so mad paying for those seats, and then they're like, because now you know they're not going to put them back to where they go. Oh, fuck.
And he was going to teach him to respect the young
forgot about
coming
that.
up in the business here tonight.
I was there for a second. That was a beating. And Joe has every right to be pissed. Do you really want to pick a fight with the Necro Butcher?
No, you don't. And if you're Necro, you don't want to pick a fight.
Joe's a fighter. Joe's going to fight anybody, anytime, anywhere.
Taking this fight all over the building.
Here we go, Punk.
Power slam on the floor.
Oh,
how do you?
God. Listen.
Power slam.
You heard that?
Fight all over the
Listen.
building.
Here we go, Punk.
Listen to the head.
Power slam on the floor.
Oh,
how do you power slam, buddy? So power slam somebody
tough
out
to watch. Not everybody can. I'm not gonna lie.
I've never seen such a thing.
Yo, it wasn't even a power slam. He like caught him and then just threw his head
just
down.
throws the chair.
I don't think he did on purpose though.
Samoa Joe
Obviously.
adapting to the style of the Necro Butcher by
To be
throwing the
fair,
chair
Necro
back.
Butcher should not be assuming people can do moves like
And
that to
this
him.
crowd
He is
split.
big
wait
and
to hear,
fat
wait to hear
and
all these fans
big.
right here in a chorus. Let me hear you sing, ladies and gents.
Oh, he done kicked him out of the fucking. He lit him up. Oh, Joe's wiping the blood off him. Oh,
Necro firing back. Oh, slap across the face. And now a series of strikes from Samoa Joe. Necro back to his feet. Knee
Oh
strike.
shit, dude! Y'all see that? Fucking straight shots to the head, dude.
Over the rail and back toward the ring they go.
These men that leaves in an ambulance. I can't imagine. I mean, Rob Naylor's blood pressure's got to be through the roof right now. That kid, that little bastard's freaking out. You know he's freaking out, Eddie Kingston. You know it.
Cover by Joe. 1, 2. Necro kick.
I love that he did a 2-leg kick out. You know, you want to be technical in this position because obviously, you know, this is like your classic, you know, catch can wrestling match. So, you know, it's good that he see, this is Samoa Joe's fault for not hooking the leg. Obviously, in a match like this, you can't forget to hook the leg. You can forget to hit him with a million different light bulbs. You can forget that because there's a million more there. And so
He didn't hook the leg. That was the deciding factor, man.
Listen to the crowd, Prazak. And Rob Naylor, yes, is in the crowd tonight somewhere.
oh,
I'm name dropping
please
Rob
pick.
Naylor for the love of Christ. Shout out to Rob Naylor. Samoa Joe being picking up the Necro Butcher now.
Damn, dude, those headbutts are crazy. Those are probably like the craziest thing so far of the match.
Don't do it, Necro. Don't do it. Oh, I thought he was going to go to the top. I thought he was going to try that dive.
Wow.
Oh God, the guardrails are in pain.
Wow. And you know, Ian put this match together when somebody in one of their dream booking feds on the internet decided, hey, you know, what would a Necro Butcher Samoa Joe match be like? That would be cool to see. And Ian's like, yeah, it would be cool to see.
Let's be honest, Dave. Ian Rotten put this match together when he was high as a kite. Yes.
420 booking. Is that what you're trying to say?
So basically, Rob Naylor booked this match.
Guardrail.
Well, we knew it would happen. We knew it wouldn't just be back from Japan. Goes.
Yo, that's a metal fucking guardrail. Look at this shit. Oh my God. First of all, that fat ass shouldn't be doing that move to anybody, bro.
Back from Japan last night at 11 o'clock. You know he's feeling jet lag.
They fuck him up here in the match. They want to see more fucking up going on.
Somebody.
Yo, that's a straight fist.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Holy fuck.
That was an exploder or just a fuck you. You're going over Necro.
Dude, this is super violent. I don't even I'm pretty sure YouTube kicked me off already.
What the fuck?
He said I'd honestly save Charlie
This is
Kirk.
nuts.
To the floor.
That's fucking awesome.
Now, CM Punk, in your expert analysis,
Yes.
would you say that was a key maneuver in this hold-for-hold wrestling match?
And you know
that
what?
Might score the pinfall.
Dave
They can
Prazak.
focus on a body part. And
Dave Prazak, you and I were at the King of the Death.
chair shot from Joe.
And we watched this guy and Toby Klein throw VCRs at each other's heads. And I'm not saying that's any less or maybe more devastating than what Joe just did to Necro Butcher, but I do not physically know what it takes to put Necro Butcher down.
He is the 2002 King of the Death matches. Samoa Joe won last year's Strong Style tournament. 2 tournament winners from IWA Mid-South battling in your main event of our debut here in Philadelphia.
I have never wrestled the Necro Butcher.
It's funny because you can see the people screaming for Necro are like, you know, and then like all the people screaming for Joe are like frat bros and gym rats.
I have wrestled Samoa Joe. We have had a storied feud, rivalry, power up coming up.
Damn. Yikes, bro. That was his fucking neck. Wait, did he do it again?
The plan, man.
Oh, yeah, right
This
here.
shit's
Oh,
getting
God.
too
This
hot
is
and heavy
bad.
for the likes of me.
Trying to
I'm
break
too
through the
old, Dave
waistlock.
Prazak. I'm too
Necro.
beat up, Eddie
Samoa
Kingston.
Joe catches him. German.
I would stab him.
When the chair doesn't do what it's supposed to, God, it makes it look so much worse. Because like they assume the chair is just gonna bend at that point, but that one did not. It's because I think it's because he was too close, or he's. I mean, he was too far from
I'm gonna drive right into the ocean.
the chair.
The fans of Philadelphia going nuts, Prazak.
Although I guess if
IWA in
you're
the
too
house.
close, you risk hitting your own head.
And they're showing their support for Joe as well. Chop across the chest of Necro.
I was waiting for one of the big spots that I wanted to show you.
Knockout win.
Stay down.
Again. Firing back.
God damn, those are like
Necro is
actual
trying to cover
fists.
up as best he can to protect from these strikes. But Samoa Joe with the palm strikes. Knee strikes. Look at the blood.
God damn, look at that shit. This is stiff, bro.
down he goes.
That's my
Yeah,
boy.
he doesn't make it.
Kick connected with his
What a
head.
main event. Great Zach.
All right. Anyway, that was the original match. And it looks like we're gonna get it on the Dark Side of the Ring. This is gonna be awesome. Dark Side of the Ring is one of our strongest franchises. Oh, this is from Vice TV. That speaks to our audience with its gritty exposure of the real emotional and physical cost behind professional wrestling, said Vice President Pete Gaffney. Wrestling is one of America's most influential pop culture phenomenons, and the series further explores the blurred line between wrestling, spectacle, and reality, ultimately uncovering the truth behind the stories fans thought they knew. Love it. Love it. As always, Dark Side versus Buckle Up versus this summer. Oh, man, I want it to be back so fast as of yesterday. All right. But I'm gonna say this though, honestly, they're better at everything. They're better at everything. That's all. They're better at everything. I when it comes to wrestling, they just do it better. And here's the reason why. They don't care about the narrative, right? They care about producing a piece of content that has a story and that has a direction and follows the plot points that they put together for each and every single show. The problem with Netflix as it relates to the WWE content they've made, and they've made the Vince one, they've made the Hogan one, they're all meant to be on the surface a documentary that is totally hands off and it's like never going to go over the limit, or like it's never going to pull back or it's going to tell the story it's going to tell. And with Netflix, with partners with WWE now, there is a narrative after the fact, right? So like the Vince stuff, right? Like remember they were like, "Oh yeah, WWE and Vince is trying to get Netflix to stop the documentary." And it was like all of it was just to pop a number on the first day of, or the first week of the Vince stuff. And like we never really got anything at all. It was, "Hey, have you never paid attention to what's going on in wrestling or Vince McMahon beyond the shit you see on TV? Here you go." But it's like none of it was, breaking news. None of it was all old shit, The Hulk Hogan one was actually more disappointing, even though it had more substance. Because it's like you're going to do this doc and you're going to put his daughter in it, like through, I think she was in every episode, but then you have no interviews with her. You have no interviews with anyone. And then like the narratives are all hidden, right? It's so funny because the documentary like goes out of its way to make Linda Hogan look like, I mean, she does a pretty good job on her own looking like a psycho. I'm not going to lie, like a horned up psycho. But I will say that they did a terrible job of being honest about what was going on. He was fucking his daughter's friends. Do we not remember that? Or did people not know that? Because I think they did. I think the good old people at Netflix knew exactly what was going on during that tumultuous time in their relationship. Like, what? Come on, dude. We have the fucking internet. Just put that he was banging fucking Brooke's friends and but it's like, oh, this Netflix doc has to not revitalize the image of Hogan necessarily, but more like keep him in the zeitgeist in a way that, oh, he's problematic, but he's still Hulk Hogan. And it's like, oh, you watch these things and you're like, oh, well, this is a tough life for this guy. And it is. I'm not going to lie about that. I'm not going to pretend it's not. But he's also kind of done a lot of shit that was just like piece of shit moves, to his daughter, to his wife, in help of his son. I'm sorry. I don't think a good father, I think a good father has a line. I think a good father at some point knows that when you've tried love on one side of the spectrum so hard and it's failed miserably, it's time to at least consider the other side of the spectrum. And I'm not saying you got to go from one to the other, like fucking start beating the shit out of your kids. I'm just saying that letting them get away with everything turns them into a Nick Hogan. That's what happens, you know? And I don't know. It's just the narratives are so one-sided. Like, I don't give a fuck if you make billions of dollars off of Hulk Hogan's name or not. Like, just give me a documentary that's like not WWE, like Coliseum home video approved. You know what I mean? I was watching the Bret Hart Wrestling with Shadows the other night. Yo, it was so good. And that was really like what they gave Bret as like the going away gift. You know what I mean? Because like nobody got that access back then. Nobody was getting that access. And they just let Bret on the verge of him leaving the company and allow him. That's why I remember people saying, like, oh, the whole Bret Hart Vince thing was staged. It was Bret and Vince were really good friends, and actually like they understood the business at a level that only the two of them, like very few people understood the business the way they did, and they concocted this whole thing so that Bret could have his, you know, could have a sort of like rub or like media run like on his way out, while Vince could save face with, you know, the company. And it's like, here's your one last big explosive angle that we're gonna do. You could take it, and then I'm gonna do, you know, my thing or whatever. I don't know. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm not saying I believe it, but I'll say I believe it more today than I ever have because, well, because it just is like, it just seemed too perfect, you know? The cameras where they were, everything kind of just lined up. And then it's like Vince didn't have the foresight to like, and then maybe did he think like, oh, this is actually going to work out really well for us? Like, God, I want to know so much more about that. Right. And the people at Vice did it so well the first time, right? When they went there and they did it. But it's like there's so much that we don't understand or know about it, even though it's a topic that's been covered to no end. You know, Brett had the foresight enough to remember to spell WCW backwards so that it would be, because it's mirrored on the other side to fans watching TV. Like, what? I don't know. Sounds a little off, you know? But I will say that they're giant productions, right? Dark Side of the Ring is never going to get Trump. They're never going to get Linda McMahon, right? But at the very least, Vice has, or Dark Side of the Ring has no limitations. They have nobody holding them back. They have nothing that suggests this is the narrative you have to portray. That's it, right? I mean, yeah, you have some obligation to the wrestler and or, you know, subjects, the content, the content's subject, right? You have a little bit of obligation towards them, or maybe a lot, I don't know, to tell their story correctly. But you have an obligation to us as viewers and those consuming the content to be authentic, right? To be genuine. And the only way you can do that is if you have all sides. Like, I don't think that if you interviewed Brooke Hogan for Hulk Hogan's interview, that it was going to go, or for Hulk Hogan's documentary. I don't think if you interviewed Brooke for the Hogan documentary, you were going to get a great narrative on Hogan, right? But I also don't think she would have just been like bashing him the whole time. Right. And it's also like important because you're getting this full synopsis of a person who is very complicated and lived an extremely complicated life. No one in the world will ever be able to empathize with what it means to be Hulk Hogan. Right. The only people that even remotely can understand it, I don't know if they have the best hindsight for it, you know? I don't know. I don't know. But all I know is that this is going to be an awesome season. The Big Boss Man, I wonder what that's going to revolve around. And then Zach Gowen. Who the fuck is Zach Gowen? Am I tripping on this?
of your team shine. And just watching them in awe, watch you train is just super inspiring. And this whole comeback for them is really huge. So I just want to say a huge, huge thank you for all that you do for the team.
Well, it's always good to come to this gym and push these young fighters and let them know to continue to believe. Let them know to have, they have to believe in something, and to be able to let them know that a true champion can adapt to anything and continue to work hard, listen to the coaches, and also listen to your parents, and let your parents be your role models. But when you come to this gym, give it 100%.
Ken, we're going to go back.
I wonder if Floyd pays everybody to clap at the end of his stuff. Like, who would clap for that? That was a fucking nothing.
To you real quick, you've done multiple events with Floyd. You do music concerts all over the world. Tell me what's so special about doing events with TBE. I know that it's very, very difficult to be traveling all over the world, but somehow, man, you guys get a good team together, you get it done, you get all of us on the same path, and we end up having these events that are amazing. Talk to us about, the events that you've done previously and about this event here specifically.
Wait a minute, the journalists are paid? Is that what's going on?
Going to the land of the Spartans, baby. Going to Athens.
Alex, you there, champ? Is
Yes.
Does Floyd pay for everything? He pays for like a whole crew to like.
So what's the greatest honor of my life to work with one of the greatest, a greatness. So it's an opportunity, the greatest opportunity of my life. So I enjoy the moment and I enjoy the journey with Champ. So that's it. And we keep traveling and we keep moving around and we keep breaking records.
And we keep avoiding them American taxes.
So it's an honor.
I got it, Alex. I got you.
And one more question, and we got a question for Zambides as well. Normally,
here's the real truth, right? Floyd could go broke. He could be broke right now. He could have been broke. And all of that could be factually true. And he could still have more money than me.
You get in the ring with this man over his career. You had to come to Las Vegas, his home. Now he's going to yours. How special is it to be fighting there in Athens?
That I didn't mean like I have zero money. I meant to say like Floyd's rich even when he's broke.
With all your people fighting the best ever.
First of all, is it okay? First of all, thank you so much. I'm very glad to be here. It's a big honor to have fight with Mayweather. I know him, I respect him, but until the bell rings, after I will do my job. For me, it's a huge challenge to have fight with this man there.
Hey, Floyd, how you doing? I talked to you a few weeks ago at the MTM event, and there you kind of brought some questions up about the Pacquiao fight. I just wanted to see if there was an update on that.
Well, at this particular time, I truly believe that, I know everybody is going to want to ask questions, about the Pacquiao fight. Like I said, the sport of boxing has truly changed. We have a lot of new companies, a lot of new faces, and Netflix. I truly believe that we'll get this done. I think we're almost at the finish line to finish the Pacquiao fight. But a lot of things has changed in the sport of boxing, and eventually, I think within the next 48 hours, either the Pacquiao fight should be done.
What do y'all guys think? Is he lying? It's hard to tell sometimes. Champ. Boop. There you go. Shout out to Shoeshine in the chat. It says drop the link. I swear to God, 5 times today I meant to copy the link, send it personally to Shoeshine, and then put it on the chat. Literally meant to do that like 5-6 times. Been on for 2 hours and 11 minutes. So, that's probably not good. Probably should stop smoking as much weed. Okay, this is the weirdest fucking scene I've ever seen in my life. First of all, who's this fucking lady? No, I'm sorry. That's second off. First off, who the fuck is this guy that he's even fighting? He's not supposed to be this guy, right? This guy's not supposed to be this guy. Because if this guy is this guy, then this guy has been catfishing with older pictures. Did Floyd sign up to fight this guy on a picture, or did he know he was catfishing? This is AI slop. Don't bullshit me. If you're trying to sell me on this is like a recent pick, this is AI slop. And you're a piece of shit for trying to pretend it's anything but. And what about this woman? Who is this fucking Snooki bullshit lookalike? What the fuck is she doing here? Why is she dressed like this? Where's somebody in a suit? Give me a man. I'm just kidding. I mean, I'm not really kidding, but at the end of the day, I don't care if she's doing it.
Hi, this message is for Mike. Mike, welcome to Las Vegas.
Shoe shine in the building. What's up, champ?
What's good? Can you hear me?
I can hear you perfectly. Hey, have you been watching this?
No, I haven't, man. You're gonna get my genuine reaction.
So here, listen. Okay, wait. Okay, first of all, I'm not gonna bring it all the way back, but let me just catch you up before I show you the Pacquiao clip. This is weird. I'm pretty sure Floyd paid for this entire thing, even the journalists, to ask the questions that they're asking. That's just I'm not saying that's true for sure. I'm just saying it does seem true.
It's a big honor to have.
Oh, fuck. I went too far.
With Mayweather.
I knew.
Oh, here we go. Okay, here we go.
How you doing?
Listen.
I talked to you a few weeks ago at the MCM event, and there you kind of brought some questions up about the Pacquiao fight. I just wanted to see if there was an update on that.
So it's weird that the question was just like already, you know what I mean? Like he's like, oh, remember when we talked about it? So we don't have to talk about any of the details about what's been going on, right? We'll just leave that out. But now do you have an update? And it's like, and okay,
At this
weird.
particular time, I truly believe that, I knew, I know everybody is going to want to ask questions, about the Pacquiao fight. Like I said, the sport of boxing has truly changed. We have a lot of new companies, a lot of new faces, and Netflix. I truly believe that we'll get this done. I think we're almost at the finish line to finish the Pacquiao fight, but a lot of things has changed in the sport of boxing, and eventually, I think within the next 48 hours, either the Pacquiao fight should be done.
Did he say either the Pacquiao fight should be done, or did he say something else? I can't even tell.
See, the irony is that from what I understood, he already signed 2 or 3 contractual agreements and took an advance. So
Yeah.
What are we waiting for?
Yeah, I know. And that's the thing. It's like, here's the thing, right? Like, I'm not the best journalist in the world. I'm not even going to pretend I am. In fact, that's kind of my point, is I'm not the best journalist. And yet I would have asked about the rumors and reports that you've taken. You know what I mean? That's why this whole thing seems staged. Also, do you think this guy in the poster looks like the actual fighter? I think Floyd got catfished, dude.
I heard what you just said. yeah, it's like more what is it? Combat sports catfish.
Dude, combat sports catfishing. That is what went on right here. I'm telling you right now, Floyd's team, they had a bunch of pictures. You know that scene in Rocky when Apollo's opponent falls out and they're in the office of his manager and they have a bunch of pictures of people and they're just like going through them. Like, that's exactly how they picked this fight. I promise you, he has never seen this guy fight in his life, right?
I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen him fight either.
I don't know who he is. I have no idea who he is. I see Greece, and he has a Greece flag. If I see that correctly on his shirt. So I'm assuming he's Greek. That's what I know about him, and I don't even know that about him. I'm just guessing. But T-Mobile's a sponsor. Jesus, that's what I'm saying. Like, what is going on here? And by the way, do you interpret anything into the boxing has changed stuff? I know you're setting up the your links and stuff. So
Yeah,
If you
actually, I was
wanna,
going to ask you if you mind if 702 Man Cave joins us.
of course
think-
not. Of course not.
Vince, the link is in Mario's channel. If
You
you go over to
wanna?
Mario's channel,
You want me
the
to take
link
it
is
from
there.
Mark soon?
If you want to join us, Vince.
He said, "I hope no one watches this fight." Yeah, dude. I'll be honest. I was done after the first Gotti fight, or was it Gotti? Was that the kid's name?
Oh,
He's like John Gotti.
the one in Mexico was crazy though.
Yeah, when they went into that big old brawl. Yeah, after that, I was done, dude. I said, this is a joke. This is a money grab. This is an assault on the sport. Honestly, it was more egregious to me than what Jake Paul was doing. Because like Floyd should be held to a higher standard. It's like people who like try to like compare like, fucking TikTokers to politicians or something. It's like we should have a higher, like people who have been in the sport, like Floyd, should have a higher respect for the product that they give out back to us, right? I mean, I feel that way. Like Jake Paul shouldn't be held to a higher standard than Floyd, should he?
No. Hey, I know this. I want to rag on Floyd too, but I'm not sure if you saw my short earlier. I'm just going to try to plug myself.
Go ahead.
But I would. Today is the 19th anniversary of the passing of Diego Chico Corrales.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
And I did a short. I went to, well, actually, let me thank Rich Murata of the Nevada Hall of Fame. He posted it on Twitter, and it's been on my like bucket list of things to do is to go visit his cemetery. I'm like, oh my God, it's today. And I've been wanting to go and do some content and pay tribute to him. And I had no idea all these years. I just researched it this morning. I had no idea that Floyd paid for all of the funeral arrangements for Diego Chico Corrales. So, as well as Arturo Gotti.
I did know that. Yeah. It was in Jay Prince's book. I didn't know about I didn't know about Gotti. I knew about Diego Corrales. Jay Prince mentions that in his book.
Yeah, but that was news to me, and I got a chance to go and finally pay tribute to him. The short is up on my channel. 19th anniversary, man.
Let me I'm gonna pull it up real quick because I want to see it.
Okay.
I was showing
No, I
everybody.
appreciate
I was showing everybody this real quick. I'm not gonna scare your audience, I promise. Okay, but this is what we were looking at before you came. Have you ever seen this match? Necro versus Joe.
No.
Joe and Necro Butcher. They're gonna do. Have you ever heard of Dark Side of the Ring?
No, this was a different wrestling promotion.
No. Dark Side of the Ring is a Vice TV show that covers famous stories about wrestlers and wrestling, right? So they did the Montreal Screwjob between Brett and Sean. They've done a show on Chris Benoit, and they've done another show on Owen Hart, various others like stories from the indies or like New Japan and stuff like that, right? So for example, season 7's coming out and they're going to do the highs and lows of Jeff Jarrett and TNA. This is the company that came about after WCW was bought out, and there was only one big promotional company in wrestling left in America, WWF/WWE. So anyway, I said all that because they're coming with this show. You can go to fightsatw.com, check it out. Abe Gonzalez did the article. And so these are the episodes they're going to cover, right? Jeff Jarrett, TNA, they're going to do 3 episodes on them. Big Boss Man, I'm sure who you'll remember, Paul Orndorff, Mr. Wonderful, but it's this one right here, Samoa Joe versus Necro Butcher. And this is the fight that was this one we were watching. And so you got to watch it at some point. I'm not going to show it to your audience because I don't want to scare them. But this is like one of the most brutal fucking fights you'll ever see.
Oh man, a lot of blood.
So crazy.
A lot of blood.
And it's not even just the blood, it's the necro guy. All right, Necro Butcher. If you've ever seen the movie The Wrestler, he was in that movie. He is known as like the deathmatch guy in his era, right? This is like late 90s, like early 2000s. And so
that was a great
his
movie.
whole thing.
Yeah,
that was a great movie. Yeah, he's in it. He's the guy whenever Mickey does the death match, that's who he does the death match with, is Necro Butcher. And so anyway, Necro Butcher, they wanted them to have this fight. Samoa Joe is like a wrestler, right? Like a real wrestler. He does suplexes and holds. Necro Butcher is like a maniac, right? He's just a dude who's like causes harm to his own body for whatever reason. And so they slam Necro on his head on like the bare concrete floor like 7-8 times in this match. And it's not even like on purpose. Like some of the times they're just, I wouldn't even call them botches. I would just say that this is two styles of wrestling that should have never been paired together. You know what I mean? It's like saying, hey, dude, you want to watch a 3-on-3 basketball match? And it's like, oh, yeah, it's going to be LeBron and Curry and Jordan, and they're going to face off against Tiger Woods, Mike Trout, and the fucking dude who does chess, Mangus or Mongus. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, well, I don't know. That sounds awesome. Those old guys are all great at what they do, but I don't know if that style's going to pair well. Shout out to Boston Jorge in the chat. And then 702 said, what's good, fellas? Champ. Alex said, Floyd is in shape. Alex loves Floyd, by the way. You have to know that. Floyd is in shape. Manny better consider doing exhibitions before he gets embarrassed. Alex, you know how ridiculous that sounds? He just fought Mario Barrios. Like, he actually had a real fight. When is the last time this guy has had a real fight against a real fighter? I would say Berto. I wouldn't even count McGregor. Here's the thing. I don't even count Logan Paul. What would you say his last real fight was?
For Floyd?
Yeah. His last, like the last time we saw him really putting it on, actually trying to beat a boxer who could be a boxer back.
But I mean, some people might argue the McConnor fight, but
no,
it had to be way before
he was squared
that.
up the whole time.
Yeah.
This guy was throwing punches like this. Like, no way. No way. Andre Berto, let me tell you, Andre Berto beats Conor McGregor 10 out of 10 times. They would have to fight to 100 times before Conor McGregor would get his one win. Somehow, I don't know. Maybe Berto just trips in the corner and breaks his neck, Cinderella Man style. Or what was that movie called? Cinderella Man? No.
Yeah.
What was her?
Yeah, Andre Berto at that point in his career was that shoulder had been rehabilitated for over a year. He was never the same.
That's true. That's a fair point. Okay, then fine. Prime Berto beats the shit out of any McGregor.
Oh yeah,
in boxing.
No, I think even with the shoulder surgery, he would have
shout out.
He would have beat him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Me too. Yeah, and shout out to Nico. He said Manny fought real guys his last 2 fights, and that is absolutely true. That's what I'm saying. It's like, yes, Floyd staying busy in this, but I don't know if he's getting real work. Like, why would you have to work really hard for the guy who just fucking catfished you? Like, I don't believe Floyd showed up right now. He's sitting in that chair and he's looking at this guy like, shit, I'm gonna have to bring it. Fuck. No, dude. No, I'm looking at that guy thinking, oh, can I beat him? I mean, probably not. Obviously, he beat the shit out of me. But I'm just saying, like, that's the kind of vibe this regular, short, bald man gives us. Like, bro, oh my God, his feet don't run. His feet don't reach the floor. Look at Floyd's feet. Look at this guy's feet. This guy has legs that are doing this. He's doing this on his chair.
So what do you think? He's like 5'7"?
5'2". He's fucking 5'2". I'm 5'6". I've sat on these chairs and my feet don't dangle like that. Look at this. He's not Shoeshine. I'm not going to crash out. I'm not going to crash out. I promise you. But can you just at least agree with me before I crash out? No, I'm just kidding. That this dude is not resting his feet on that barrier. Those are dangling feet. Let me ask you this. If he rests his feet,
it looks like it's dangling.
It's dangling. Thank you. Here's Vince. Vince, let me ask you a question. Is this guy's feet dangling? Would they? Let me ask you this. If he just let his legs limp, would they rest hard on this little platform right here? This little cross platform that keeps the chair from breaking.
The guy in the black?
Yeah, black right here.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah,
I'm not on the thing. My bad. Right here. Yeah. This guy right here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to hit the floor.
You think his legs right here will hit the floor?
No, I don't think so.
No, right? Look at Floyd's. Look at Floyd. See how he's resting the leg and then this one drops down?
Yeah.
If he rested his legs, would either of these feet drop down like his?
No.
No, right? His legs are short, aren't they? Look, measure from the knee to his ankle. I think it's like 5 inches. I'm pretty sure this is the size of an average man's penis at erection. I'm just saying, champ. I'm not even trying to make jokes here. Look, the agua, I guess that's the name of the water, but the agua brand is bigger than his fucking leg. This is crazy, guys. Is this not crazy to y'all?
Yeah, he looks shorter than Floyd.
But that's how Floyd is. because he fought an old Shane, an old De La Hoya. He fights him when they're on the way out. He should have fought Pacquiao like 15 years ago. Pacquiao whooped his ass. And he lost to an old De La Hoya. I don't care what
Yo,
anybody
look at
says.
it. Alex said. He said Floyd said he was fighting Iron Mike. He's fighting Iron Mike from Greece. The guy's name's Iron Mike.
Oh, hell no.
Yo, he is trolling with this fight, right?
Yeah.
This is a troll.
If I was a multimillionaire, I'll pay Floyd to wash my cars and put them on social media. Absolutely.
That's what you would do?
Absolutely.
That's
Hell
good.
yeah. He's bad for the sport. He needs to get out.
All right. Well, let me ask you this. You have to bet one way or the other. Okay. Do you think this fight even happens? Yes or no?
I hope not.
But do you think it will? Knowing what we've known about Floyd, you do think it will. Okay, Shoeshine, does this fight happen or not?
I think it does. Considering he has that judgment or lien from the IRS, I think he needs every dollar he needs. He can earn.
Very well said. Now, let me ask you the same question. Does Pacquiao and Mayweather happen still, do you think?
Yeah, he get sued.
Yeah, man, he took an advance. So it's like he has to carry through with whatever he signed, that contract. Now, you said today just now that he's being sponsored by T-Mobile for this fight or for the next one?
Well,
I see the T on this one.
T-Mobile's in the back of the thing. So I was shocked this thing was even like, I didn't know this was like a sponsored event. I thought this was like Floyd getting money from Greece or like a promoter out there, right? But yeah, that's a T-Mobile logo right there.
So that's interesting because this week they announced the prospective date that they had put out there for the Sphere, for the Manny Pacquiao versus Floyd Mayweather to be held at the Sphere. They've now booked the Eagles. So the Eagles have that entire weekend. So this fight between Manny Pacquiao and Floyd, if it's going to take place on that original date, will not happen at the Sphere, but the T-Mobile is available. And that's probably where that's actually probably the best venue for this Manny Pacquiao Floyd fight at T-Mobile. Right, Vince? What do you think?
They need to have that at Sam's Town. Who cares about that fight? That's over.
Dude, Sam's Town is a small casino in Vegas. That's why I had laughing, bro. Sam's Town's out on Boulder Highway.
Yep.
Yeah,
they would never.
I agree, though. Honestly, like I agree with both of you in the sense that it is a situation where it's like hard to walk away from now that you've gotten this deep in it. But I think it is very, very clear. So, Vince, you missed, or maybe you heard it. Hopefully you did. There was one part right before he talks about the Pacquiao thing, or while he's talking about it, and he says something along the lines of boxing's changed, right? It's changed a lot. And he's talking about since the last time he was in it. Here's the thing. Yeah, probably. Yeah, definitely is part of that. But here's the thing, right? Does that mean that he went into the fight thinking, oh, this is how things work, and then maybe now he's in a position where he's seeing, oh shit, I could get T-Mobile, I could get Bud Light, I could get whoever. I don't need Al, I don't need Showtime, I don't need Golden Boy, I don't need Top Rank, I don't need Matchroom, I don't need whoever, right? All I need is for whoever's getting that money from Turkey for it to come back down around to me. I don't know, but Shu, actually, I was asking you. My bad. You were gonna answer. How did you interpret those words that he said? Basically, like boxing's changed, and we gotta realize boxing's changed.
Oh man, you know what? It's like he's pointing out that nowadays you can become a boxer and earn top income without even challenging for a title. You know, early on, Ryan Garcia set the tone. Now he's a world champion, but he's made career high money that other fighters would be completely envious of before becoming a world champion. So you're at a stage now where the environment is you could become a highly paid boxer without even competing in a professional circuit. You could go into influencer boxing, like, you know, Jake Paul type stuff or brand risk, and still make good money. You know, in fights that, you know, aren't typical of what the traditional path is.
Bro, nailed it. I think. I think you 1000% nailed that. I think this is Floyd saying, and shout out to Alex, by the way. He said this earlier in the chat, and then he just said right now, allegedly took an advance. Floyd never gave his side. Floyd only says they're making progress. Yeah, champ.
It's like
He's
Trump
right.
and Iran.
I know, right? He's like, no, we ain't getting Floyd on this show. Yeah, no, he loves Floyd. So the point here is that like he signs this contract, right? And this idea that he has to put his 50-0 on the line, and he's thinking to himself, whoa, Netflix, you just been buying exhibition type shit. You just been buying this type shit. Like, come on, we can make a deal. We don't need to risk the 50-0 to make money here. Let's do an exhibition. Boxing has changed. We can make money any number of way now without risking our brand. And it's like, oh my God, this is the fucking thing that people would say, like when I was younger, that boxing's rigged and that, the fucking mafia sets up fights and all the crazy shit, you know what I mean? Based on like 1940s propaganda and 50s propaganda. But the thing is that I look at it now and he's right. You could do that, right? Nobody in their right mind should have believed that Jake Paul, Mike Tyson was an actual fight. And yet it was promoted like one. It was treated like one. And casual fans argued the parameters of it like it was. What would an old badass fighter like Mike Tyson do against a novice ass person like that? Yeah. Perfect. That's the, you know what I mean? That's the whole narrative. Vince, you think these exhibitions ever go away again, or you think they're this
I
is
hope
done?
so. I hate them with passion. It's a waste of it. It's waste. It's like watching on ESPN where they shoot the little basket in a little like a Chuck E. Cheese or
Yeah.
It's like that, who
Oh,
cares?
good call. Yeah. I feel you on that one. Alex said pure speculation. Floyd and Moten will align with Zuffa. That's what he meant by changes. That was the other where I wanted to go with that, because while I actually think that Shoeshine's answer or response is more likely aligned with what's going on and what he meant, more like we could do exhibitions, we don't have to actually fight type shit. But that is something that he maybe could have meant as well. Could he mean, hey guys, why are we pretending like Zuffa doesn't have the PIN code for the Saudis' bank account? Like, why are we acting like they aren't cutting them blank checks? Vince, first, I'm gonna start with you. Do you think that he could mean Zuffa? Do you think a Floyd Zuffa relationship could emerge or could work? What do you think?
No. I
No.
don't see him and Dana White seeing eye to eye.
Ooh,
It's the
very
Floyd
good
way
point.
or no way.
Very good point. Shoeshine, what do you think?
I think it'd be more likely we'd see Devin Haney or Teofimo Lopez sign an Inca deal with Zuffa before we see Floyd get involved with Dana White, even for a one-fight deal. I think he likes to control the situation.
Agreed. I agree with y'all. And Alex, that was a great point you brought up. I'm not going to pretend it wasn't. The only reason I don't see it flying is obviously both Vince and Shoeshine said it best. Floyd and Dana do not get along. You know what I mean? But the other thing about it is that Zuffa, I don't think wants old fighters like that. I think they'll pay for a Joshua Fury, right? Which doesn't represent nearly as old as a Floyd and Pacquiao. But I don't think Zuffa wants a Mayweather that represents this old guard, specifically if he isn't willing to pass the torch. See, Floyd is absolutely worth it if he's willing to fight, your badass fighter, right? But he's not going to want to fight your badass young fighter. So then ultimately it comes down to, are you just paying a guy to, take these gimme matchups and stuff like that? And what does that do for your brand, right? Because to me, that's the same old boxing landscape. If Zuffa's meant to be the difference maker, right? If they're meant to break the monotony and bullshit that we don't like and hate about this current administration of boxing or era of boxing, whatever, then I don't see them signing Floyd, right? And you look at the WWE, by the way, real quick, another TKO brand. They're getting rid of the old right now. That seems to be what their whole thing is, right? New Day gone, a beloved character, faction. and they're replacing them with guys like Obafemi. You know, they're replacing them guys with Ethan Page, Ricky Saints, Sol Ruca, all these other new people. So it feels like it's like maybe even a whole TKO shift. Like, hey guys, in with the new, out with the old. The old people cost us money. They're worth they expect a lot more better treatment, right? And the young kids are just happy enough to drink the Kool-Aid, you know. Wait. Okay. Oh, you're gonna go pee? Okay. So I don't know if anything else came from this presser or not. I'm gonna be honest with you. But we did hear that the Devin Haney fight for Zuffa and Tio, Tio is calling false on that. So they're calling bullshit, and this goes into a narrative, guys, surrounding this stuff, right? Because there was that rumor that Devin and Shakur were going to fight, and that Zuffa was getting ready to put up the bag. And then guess what happened? Shakur came out and squashed all those, dashed everybody's hopes, right away. Now here comes Tio doing the same thing. What do you think, Shushan? What do you think's going on here?
Man, I thought it was entirely possible this would come true, but
me too.
I was talking with Drew Evo. Shout out to Drew. He was telling me, yo, are you keeping? He's asking me if I'm keeping tabs on what's going on with TKO and the WWE situation, where all these wrestlers are being cut, and how that's gonna, how those entertainers are gonna feel about, these new kids coming on, Devin Haney coming on to Zuffa for $100 million. Like, how do these wrestlers feel who've been putting in and grinding work, all that work on their bodies and whatnot? And here you have guys that are going to, basically get record paydays on the boxing side. How does that pan out? And I think that now that we're exploring it, I don't think Devin Haney, and I don't think any fighter's worth $100 million unless you're going to generate $150 million in a fight, man. I don't see it. Canelo, obviously, you look at the pay-per-view numbers for David Benavidez that have been, leaked. Supposedly, they're pretty damn low. A gate of something like less than 8,000 people went to the fight last Saturday. Very low numbers for a Cinco de Mayo pay-per-view fight, and then it makes you realize, maybe Floyd and Canelo, they really were the last pay-per-view stars of the era of this. I don't know who's going to take over the face of boxing. You got to sell if you're going to be the face of boxing.
That guy. Hell yeah.
And Devin Haney, I mean, Devin and Tio, traditionally, Vince is shaking his head. They haven't sold like Canelo. They just haven't, man. I mean, Devin Haney's best fight was in San Francisco. 17,000 people went to go see him fight in San Francisco, and that's his best numbers. Maybe he should consider going back to San Francisco. By the way, did you hear about that?
You would like that.
Yeah. Did you hear about the record-setting fight that they want to have July 11th in San Francisco, brought to you by Samson, who's promoter, manager of David Benavidez? They're going to shoot for a world record, and today was supposed to be that press conference. Or maybe it's happening now as we speak, but it's supposed to happen in San Francisco. They hope to set a world record with 135,000 boxing fans, but it doesn't have a household name attached to it, bro. Like,
wow.
I get it. Maybe if you do a carnival and just like it's going to be a big task. 135,000 people at a boxing event that's not being headlined by Canelo Alvarez, like the face of boxing. Usyk,
yeah.
Like Floyd. I don't know. Would Floyd Mayweather bring 100,000 people for free?
No.
No, he ain't doing that, champ. He ain't doing that.
He ain't going to San Francisco either.
Oh yeah, he ain't. Here's the thing. I am pretty sure that the whole like hopping around, like world hopping stuff, has to do with some sort of skirting of taxes or some sort of financial thing. Because the market share is so much different everywhere else. Like he's making lesser money. So it's like, but then again, I don't know. You got to ask what his market value would even be here. But yeah, listen, great point and very interesting, actually. But listen, Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
Sorry, Mario. Did they release his? Okay, so what I understand with that IRS lien on his property was that they said about 2 weeks ago that they were going to withhold his passport, like take his passport away. So he's traveling, or he's in Greece now. He's got his passport. Is that what happened?
I
Where was the
guess,
press
dude.
conference?
I thought the exact same thing, and yet, let me see.
Did he quietly make payments, or
But
did he quietly make an
if you
arrangement
fly-
with the IRS?
But don't you fly on a little jet? You don't got to check your papers or nothing when you're on a little jet.
Oh, no. It was at the Las Vegas, Nevada gym. It was at the boxing club. It was at the Mayweather Boxing Club. Yeah, it was at his gym. They just had the thing. They just had the thing on.
But I thought when you're on a jet, you don't got to do all that
It's going to
stuff.
be in Greece, though.
He does. Does he still have a private jet? Remember, he hasn't paid his private jet bills.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I haven't seen him on no private. Like, I haven't see the content's so different now that he does. Like, it used to be content like you never saw the same thing twice on Floyd's IG, right? Never. And now it's really the same content, like recycled, and he'll like do something and show off something like 1 month, and then it's like 5 months later he does the same thing, right? And then whatever he's showing off the day before is like showed off a couple of weeks or months back, right? And so it's just different. It's different. And I'm not even trying to pocket count like that. It's just I would like to know what the fuck is going on. You know, I'd like to know when we got fights and when we don't. But listen, I don't want to waste any more time getting to the Mexican Monster and the topic of the show. By the way, oh, my bad. Alex said Devin Haney, Hitchens, or Shakur are going to do numbers for Zuffa. I wouldn't sleep on Ricardo Salas either as a Mexican foil to Devin. I like me some Ricardo Salas, but I don't know if he's beaten Devin yet. All boxing needs to create bigger stars is consistency. 30 to 40 events a year with some big events every other month. I wonder, can anyone pull that off? I think he's referring to Zuffa in that. But listen, I want to ask Benavidez Zurdo. First of all, I want to get y'all's thoughts on the fight. It was I thought a great performance. Some people don't believe that the performance was as exciting, or not exciting. It was as impressive because of the opponent represented and because Zurdo landed more than I guess some people expected to. But Vince, we'll go to you first. What did you think of Zurdo's work, and what did you think of the fight?
I think David was just too fast for him. Like when he'll throw like a little punch, David, so he had to protect himself. But I thought it was a good fight. David was badass. I thought he was gonna lose.
What did you?
Well, because when we walked out of the weigh-in, Zurdo's pretty tall, man. I was like, what
Yeah,
the
he
hell?
was
Right
tall.
by, like, damn. So I was like,
Yeah.
And then, that's his weight class, and he's been there for a while.
Matt called it a 50-50 fight. I don't know. I felt like I've seen enough of Benavidez to have thought he was going to win handedly. I didn't expect him to do that. I mean, I expected it could happen. I didn't expect that he was going to do it just like that. Shoeshine, what did you think of the performance overall?
Well, I thought Zurdo would be more resilient. I did predict David Benavidez to win by decision, but that made it even more impressive that David stopped him midway through and broke him down. What was most impressive that you could see at the open workout was that David Benavidez's hand speed carried a full 25 pounds heavier, man, like 25 pounds. Just put that in perspective. Think about like, I don't know, a bantamweight moving up to welterweight and still carrying the power and the hand speed. It's quite remarkable for David Benavidez, who now is what, a 3-division world champion. It's like he's really let the world know, I don't need the Canelo fight. I'd love the Canelo fight. I'm going to keep bringing it up, but I don't technically need the Canelo fight to cement my legacy on my own terms. And so now he's in a position where it's like really interesting because you've got this guy that a lot of boxing pundits think is the true best cruiserweight in the world in Jayo Pitaya. But Jayo Pitaya did something that was very risky. He's gone over to Zuffa, where he just recently fought an opponent practically nobody's ever heard of, right? And loses his IBF belt, gets stripped of the IBF title. So now he has no leverage in getting that fight with David Benavidez. Then David Benavidez in that post-fight press conference said, you know, why I would love to fight him, but for what? Didn't they just strip you of, does he even have a title? I'm not going to fight for the Zuffa belt. So it takes that fight off the table, which I think would be an incredible challenge for David Benavidez. I'll be honest with you guys. I think David Benavidez beats Jayo Pitaya based on that performance.
Maybe that's why I went over there. He's scared of him.
So we're not going to get that fight. Maybe we'll see David Benavidez come back to 168 and take on Dimitri Bivol, who for now is the Mexican killer, in my opinion. He's beat Canelo. He beat Zurdo. I thought that was like David Benavidez did far better than Bivol did what he did to Zurdo, right? But that was such a good performance too. I thought David would eke out a decision, and he dismantles him, just utterly dismantles him.
Yeah,
but
I expected Zurdo to win a round at least.
Yeah, I thought Zurdo would be much more resilient.
And he was from taking the punishment. He just didn't go away right away, but not from putting.
I tip my hat off to Zurdo. It was he showed all the guts and courage that was necessary on a Cinco de Mayo, and which is why Oscar De La Hoya came home and was dancing, talking about, I'm gonna get effed up. That was so good. He beat my fighter's ass so good. I'm gonna get effed up.
Yeah, for real. That was hilarious,
great, bro.
That was hilarious.
But Mario, I gotta say, let me just finish this thought, and that is that they've called Turki Al-Sheikh is calling for a fight with Alexander Usyk, which it's been done that a cruiserweight has moved up. Many cruiserweights have moved up to heavyweight, including Usyk, including a lot of great fighters. Who's the most famous one that fought Tyson? God,
Roy Jones.
Roy Jones has moved up and fought Ruiz. He did it.
And then who else are we talking about?
Undisputed cruiserweight champion that got bit in the ear.
Oh, Evander Holyfield and Tyson.
Evander Holyfield's moved up from cruiserweight and become a solid heavyweight. So
maybe one of the best.
It's entirely plausible to see David Benavidez. He said, give me some time, maybe in my 30s, which is right around the corner. Maybe I can move up to heavyweight. But one thing that I've noticed is that, man, his naturally given talents, which is his hand speed. If you look at David Benavidez, he squares up and he gets away with it. Remarkably, he gets away with it. If there is a heavyweight or a cruiserweight that is going to come along that can move, that can put angles on David Benavidez, which we haven't seen anybody have that, to be able to do that on David Benavidez, because his hand speed is he's so blessed in that department that he actually defies a lot of technical things that you shouldn't be getting away with in boxing. You know, his stances, the way you just can't keep up with his speed. I think Alexander Usyk is a heavyweight and a cruiserweight who has demonstrated that Lomachenko style footwork. And I think the fighter that comes along that's got that footwork, whether it's Usyk if it was Usyk in the very next fight, I think they're going to beat David Benavidez. But for now, I don't see anyone at super middleweight that's got that movement, power, and speed to keep up with him. I don't see anyone in the light heavyweight division. And if he were to fight Bivol does have great movement, but I would say that fight's 50-50. I just don't see anybody really beating David Benavidez in those current weight classes. At heavyweight, maybe Usyk does still have the speed and agility and the footwork to give David Benavidez looks he's never seen, and the size advantage, the natural height advantage, the size. I think that's maybe too far of a step right now. But just go back and watch that fight and see how he gets away with. I mean, he basically fights out of a Muay Thai stance and gets away with it, and gets away with it.
He's
just that talented.
Listen, I want to ask you though, could it be a problem or could it be a good thing? Because right now, see, when Canelo was coming up, there was a consensus around him, right? Everybody's like, oh, that's gonna be the next star. It's gonna be the next star. Then he got to the Trouts, and then he got to the Lauras, and then the narrative started where it was like, oh, they're protecting him because the other guys are better, and he blah blah blah, and then he started to get detractors. So then he became the most popular fighter because he had the most loudest love and the most loudest hate. Right now, David Benavidez has mostly been loved. There's a few hardcore Canelo fans that would say otherwise, but the most part, David has been the guy who has been the people's champion, and Canelo's been the star duck, right? That's the narrative. And yet now we're seeing comments like Alex, who said Zuffa is a relevant factor. IBF is an irrelevant factor. Benavidez makes excuses, buying into propaganda. And the thing is that there are people who read into Benavidez's comments as a means of fear, as a means of the same shit that we've had before, by the way, where we've had this kind of like, oh, you know, you're going the other side, so you're scared and blah, blah. Do you think this kind of narrative is too early for Benavidez? Do you think that he should be still in the love phase, or is he enough a big enough star that this is the point where the fans start to split on him?
That's a great point, you know, because that's exactly how Floyd built so much of his success in the later path of his career.
Well,
and then you're bringing up a point where, you know, there was a point in Canelo's career where he had so much love from the Mexican patriots. And then the hate started to develop for Canelo, and you had the entire movement of like Mexicans for Gennady Golovkin, right? That Mexicans for GGG. So you had a whole segment, a new segment.
Yes,
you had a new segment of Mexicans and Chicanos that were like, like Canelo's not for me. He's not my guy. But I'm gonna go to his fight, bro. I was that guy. I went to a lot of Canelo fights in his early career, where I was rooting for Perro Angulo and just walking out of there completely dejected, saying, "Well, I guess he's the goods, man. Like what, you know? I guess he is the new face of boxing. It's his era, as he used to say. It's my era now." And I can even speak for Drew. I think at one point, me and Drew both weren't fans of Canelo, and I remember we were doing the shoe shine very early on years back when he fought Kovalev. And I'm like, now what, Drew? He knocked out Kovalev. Like he jumped 2 weight classes. Are you going to agree now that he's a special talent, that Canelo's a special talent? That's where David Benavidez is right now, where his brand and his name recognition is growing to the point where now he's going to attract the haters. Yeah, now he's going to attract the people. He's doing something right where he's going to naturally attract haters, and he's giving fans just enough to, like what Alex was saying, hey, man, that sounds like a duck move. Now they're analyzing his language.
Exactly. They're analyzing the language in the same kind of way that they used to with Canelo and Floyd before him and De La Hoya before him, right?
But they might become hate watch, the term hate watch.
Exactly.
I'm gonna watch him because I hate
That's
him.
exactly what it's gonna turn into. Because at the end of the day, Obatai is not gonna get any of the big names. He's not gonna get any of the people who ultimately have zero appeal, or not zero appeal, but less appeal by a wide margin as compared to Canelo, right? So that brings me to my other point here that I wanted to ask you. Matt said triple ye. That's a good one. So we saw him call out Canelo at the end of the fight, and it backfired. All right. It backfired in a big way because number one, did it backfire? I guess is gonna be my question. Number one, he mentions the name and Canelo had already left. So then now you had the narrative the day after that's, you know, swept the rest of the week, and everybody keeps making the same joke, you know, like, look, he called out a guy who left for his fight. Then you had the Canelo interview drop on Fight Hype, or was it Fight Hype or Fight Hub? Somebody dropped it where he's like, they're like, you're leaving? He's like, yeah. He's like, David's going to fight. You're not going to stay for the David Benavidez? No. Why would I stay for that? I came to watch my fighter fight. Why would I watch David Benavidez? And it was like, everybody's mind just was shattered from watching it. They were like, wait, why would he? That wasn't a big fight. Wait, it wasn't a big fight. And it was just like this weird moment where everybody kind of like, you know what I mean? But anyway, he called out Canelo and everybody starts criticizing him now. You want to fight the guy who just lost to a welterweight? You just won at cruiserweight. And so he took a lot of flack. Now, Abe Gonzalez of FightsATW.com, who I very much respect, said that it wasn't a mistake because he knows the Canelo fight's never coming. That was simply for the IRO on it, right? ROI on it, right? Or the IPO on it or whatever, right? To get the engagement, to get the clicks, because it's Cinco de Mayo and it's Canelo. And that's all you got to say for you to get the buzzwords, right? To get the coverage that you're looking for. What do you think about this?
Well, you know, the one thing
Alex says I'm not a hater.
The one thing I stuck out on that post press conference was when he called out Canelo was that he asked to meet halfway at light heavyweight, which at this point I really don't think Canelo has any interest in moving up in weight at all. Like not even for Dimitri Bivol. I think he's very comfortable in the final stages of his career. His power really didn't transcend for Canelo up to light heavyweight, let alone cruiserweight. Is he ever going to meet him? So for me, David Benavidez saying, I'll meet you halfway. Like, bro, if you really want that Canelo fight, you have to keep insisting to the general public. Look, I'm willing to melt 32 pounds if you let me fight you in your next. Like, just throw it out there. Just say I'm gonna melt down to whatever weight class you want.
Yeah, exactly.
Just let Canelo know you're the A side. You're the A side. I'm willing to fight you at 168. I'm willing to come back down all the way back down there if you just give me the opportunity to fight you. So if it's to even be a possibility, David's got to start practicing a little humility in those interviews. The other thing that struck me though was that now he made a statement. David Benavidez said something about meeting at 190 for both belts for what, Dimitri Bivol.
Oh, wow.
So that statement he said this week, I think it was afterwards in the last couple of days, where he said, hey, let's put up both of our championships at light heavyweight and cruiserweight at 190, which is technically not possible. The light heavyweight belts could not be on the line for that, right? It's more of a catch weight for cruiserweight. Now I'm starting to think, does David want to lose any weight? Does he want to come back down to light heavyweight, 25 pounds? Because he's throwing it out there saying, how about we do it this at 190? How about I just lose 10 pounds? I think it's because David really he's looking back at this performance and going, I think I found my natural weight. Like, this is
Damn,
it.
well
Like,
said, bro.
I'm really like at cruiserweight. I'm really feeling my hand speed. I'm very comfortable. I don't really want to lose 25 pounds in my next camp, you know?
Yeah, and it's like, can you do it? Like, is it something you can do? Sure, I'm sure he can. Maybe. I mean, like, I'm sure it's more. Yeah, exactly. He's done it before, right? Now, as the body gets older, gets much harder. For some people, it happens much sooner. For some people, it happens much later. But it does happen. My thing is this, right? If he found it, like you say, and I very much think you're onto something there, then it's tough, dude. It's tough. And it's almost like, shit, do I just fucking do what he's saying and go fight Usyk? Because at the end of the day, Jai is a dangerous fight, without a doubt. Okay. And even though Alex might not agree with me, I don't think Jai is worth the squeeze. I want to see that fight as a fight fan, right? As a journalist, I love that fight. But as a person who's been in the boxing game a long time, I don't see it as a realistic fight because David Benavidez's brand is worth far more than Jai's right now. And yet only one of them is in the casual mind's thoughts, right? Only one of them is, has that clout right now. So it's like, you want to fight, you think he's going to go in and fight a guy who basically does nothing more for his name than Zurdo. In fact, I'd actually say Zurdo's a bigger win, commercially speaking, than Jai Opetaia. Jai Opetaia fight would be huge for you and me and Vince and Matt and Alex and the 42 hardcores we got watching, but that's not a lot. That's not a lot at all. They'd much rather David Benavidez fight no-name guys that he'll get less recognition out of, but they don't represent that danger that you, right? It's like, if you're gonna go, it's like, I'm a plumber, right? And they're like, hey, we have a job for you in Corpus Christi on the south side, which is the rich side, in King's Crossing, and that's a guarded neighborhood. Yeah, I'll go do it. They're going to pay me a decent wage. Yeah, great, awesome. And then they're like, okay, but we'll give you double that, but you got to go fix a toilet in Iran. No, fuck no. Double to go to the place where we're at war with to go fix a toilet? No. But then if they were like, okay, well, we'll pay you 1,000,000 times more, then I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm gonna need at least a day, maybe 2.
Here I come.
Right? So exactly, bro. And so you're asking me, hey, David, do you want to fight somebody who's really, really tough, and at the end of the day, they're gonna do nothing for your career? I understand that rationality. I don't like it. I hate that we don't get the fights we want because of it, but I understand it at this point. And so the Jai Opetaia fight's not something I would think of happening. But if you keep calling out Canelo's name and you stay closely, and every article that comes out with you is attaching Canelo's name with it, with this narrative that he was scared to fight you and you're Canelo's boogeyman, well, then you can continue to build your professional career and your brand up, beating people that are outside of the top 10, right? And by the way, he's, Alex thinks he's a top 10 fighter at least. I think he's a top 5, top 3, right? Certainly in the cruiserweight. division.
David Benavidez
Tank
is
Leo was for belts
you're
in
talking
2 different weight
pound for pound?
classes.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
No. Tank Leo was for 2 belts. You're right, in 2 different weight classes. But that was bullshit, though. They should have never done that. I forgot about that. I'm mad now that you reminded me that happened. Not mad at you, Matt, but I'm mad that happened. Yeah, I forgot about that. My bad. Go ahead, Shushan.
Oh, no, I definitely agree with you that I think David Benavidez is top 5 pound for pound at the moment. Vince, what about you?
Oh, yeah.
I think
put him way
here's
up
the
there.
thing. I think he's certainly top 10, and I would make that argument. I would not try to make the top 5 argument. I would listen to it. I would very much listen to it, and I think the point could be made. I would have a much easier time arguing the top 10. You know what I'm saying? So
If he beats Dimitri Bivol in the next fight and unifies
easily 5,
okay.
easily 5, top 5, easily. I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know. Probably not going to be a lot of people that agree with this, but I don't know. I think that probably would make him number 1. I mean, you're talking about the amount of weight classes he's jumped. You know, this era of pound for pound has never vibed with me. I'll be honest with you. 5 years, people put Tank on it, like, out of nowhere. The Charlos on it, both of them. I mean, Mel.
Or how come they
no
don't have
way,
Canelo on there
shit.
sometimes, you know? It's like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
exactly. No. And that's exactly what it is. And, you know, and then it's like D Styles, like, calling Shakur pound for pound. And I love D, obviously. He's like, he's pound for pound. He might be good enough to be pound for pound right now, but he hasn't proven that fact. And we need people to prove that fact. He said, be mad all you want. It happened. Matt, you're a fucking dick. I can't put him over people who have undisputed their division. Yeah, I guess so. That's a fair point. But
I don't
anyway,
like the Millennium belt. I think that's stupid.
Oh, I know. It's so
The
dumb.
French fry belt? I think it's
The
dumb.
French fry belt.
I don't even have that.
Yo, listen, we're getting ready to jump off. That's the show for the day. One last topic I want to ask y'all, and this is the one that is near and dear to Matt's heart. Now, I'm not going to give y'all any background, but needless to say that today this has been a very hot topic. And I'll be honest, you're probably going to gain some 2 followers here, depending on who you pick. But what the hell? Why can't I share this? Okay, here we go. So it's 2019. All right. Actually, before I show it to you, let me just paint this picture. It's 2019, and you are in a new universe where Mikey Garcia did not fight Earl Spence. That fight that was supposed to happen on that day in Cowboy Stadium is no longer the fight that happened. Now, another stadium instead held this fight. 2019 at 135. Lomachenko versus Garcia. Okay, be right there. Who wins? Shushan, you go first.
2019?
2019, Mikey Garcia, 135 versus Loma at 135 as well, obviously.
When did Loma come out to be a pro? What year was that?
I'm going to bring it up for you right now.
See, because he lost his second pro fight.
He got tore up.
Okay, so this is an 18-3 record of Vasil Lomachenko. And then we're talking about 2019. So this is October 2013, which is his first fight. Then March of 14, he's when he lost to Salido. So he had already beaten, let's see, he lost to Salido. He beat Gary Russell.
That was good.
Taktum Rodriguez. There was the Roman Martinez fight. Oh, this is when he beat Nicholas Walters next. Sosa, Mariaga, Rigondeaux, Linares. Damn, he had some damn, Matt. I might have to rethink this shit.
I like Machenko.
Jose Pedraza, Anthony Corolla. So 2019, he fought Anthony Corolla, Luke Campbell, and then the next year is when he lost to Teofimo. So those are the 2 fights Loma had at that time. Luke Campbell, Anthony Corolla.
You beat a gold medalist that year. What about Mikey Garcia's long layoff?
That's very good question. Very, very good question. Let's look at that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So Vince, you want to go? You said that you favor Loma right now?
Yeah, I like Loma.
You like Loma on this one. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
man,
That's
got
fair
some
enough.
angles.
By decision, though.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Okay. Shoeshine. This is Mike Garcia. We're going to 2019 is when he fought Earl Spence. Dude, I forgot he even fought Jesse Vargas after that. I remember the Sandor. This is how I remember his career. Earl Spence, Sandor Martin. That's how I remember it. I don't remember Jesse Vargas. And then he's got the Robert Easter fight, Sergio Lipinets. So it was the 14 to 16 era. He was out all of 2015 and really most of 2004. I mean, he fought once in January. Oh, I'm gonna go over there. Sorry, baby. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'll get it. I got it. Oh, sorry. And so yeah, that was then.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Loma because you said the fight would be at 135. When Mikey came back from that long layoff, he even tried to contest it, but at welterweight.
I like Vince.
He went all the way up to welterweight.
Yep.
Yeah, I think that weight cut would have been too much for Mikey. I remember at that time he enjoyed eating food again, so I think it would have been quite a stretch to get back down to lightweight, where Loma had just come off beating a gold medalist and Luke Campbell, which was a very good fighter. Luke Campbell was very good at that time, so I'm going with Loma.
Yo, I think you won.
Fight. Yeah.
Oh, I wish Mex was on so he could cry. Damn it. So Matt picks Loma in this fight. And I'll be honest, I picked Mikey Garcia earlier. When I was thinking of it, I was like 135. Mikey was so good at that division, and he's just like built for it. Like physically, that
might have been his
division.
best weight class too.
I think it really was. He was just fast enough, just strong enough. He enjoyed physical advantages that the other guys didn't have, and that he enjoyed much bigger over them. You know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. I just think that now I'm listening to y'all and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna have to do
but it's based on the date, it's really
exactly
based on that date.
Yeah,
exactly. See, if it was pound for pound, the question for me is easy. I would just say Lomachenko every time, right? No matter what version of each one you want to get. But the question is in 2019, and the question is, as opposed to the Spence fight, I really feel like the Spence fight kind of sucked everything out of Mikey at that point. Yeah. And you could say the top ranked legal battle also sucked a lot out. But yeah, I'm hearing that and I'm like, fuck, that sounds so good. You're right. I want to have this conversation for longer. But anyway, guys, appreciate y'all jumping on. Infight and FX, you can tap in. Shoeshine, you want to give them your
yeah, we're on.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to do it myself. I had already had this stuff ready to go.
And we got Vince's channel too, if you don't mind.
Yes, I will definitely do that.
Slugged Out Sports.
Say it again. What was it?
Slugged Out Sports.
Slugged Out Sports. Make sure you go check out Vince. Always got good guests over there. Always, with very good topics and content. But also go to @Shoeshine Boxing on YouTube, and he has this awesome commemorative reel for one Diego Chico Corrales, who tragically passed away May 7th, 2007. All right, so that we're next year will be 20 years, dude. That is
I remember when we bought that bike.
I know, me too.
Doing, man?
I know. I remember because he was like the third or fourth fighter in that decade to have had a bike accident. I mean, this one obviously was much worse as it, cost him his life, but fighters lost months, fighters lost careers, and it was just one tragic thing after another. And so this was terrible, but I'm so glad that you got to go to the place where he rests. And, I know that you brought all of our appreciation as fight fans with you. And I believe in a world or realm or afterlife, whatever, that he feels that. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, why you say that? My wife said while I filmed this short and was speaking for about a couple minutes, my wife said that a hummingbird had appeared and was flying right over my head for the entirety of hummingbird. So if you believe in that, hummingbirds are supposed to represent that, potentially his spirit there was observing, like, who's this guy?
Exactly.
Just a big fan, wow. Diego. Just a big fan.
Who's this guy?
We're all a big fan. The what?
Who's this guy stealing the flowers?
I know, right? We see the flowers in the back of Shoeshine's live next week. No, hilarious. But anyway, guys, I thank y'all for being on. It's the perfect date because it was right before they both started to decline. Yeah, that's actually true. But anyway, Infight and FX, go subscribe. YouTube, Twitch, X, and IG. And for everybody, Vince, Shoeshine, appreciate y'all seriously. If y'all can come back tomorrow or even Friday to do the Wardley Dubois segment, let me know.
Yeah,
I'll hit y'all up on text.
All right, guys. Peace out.
Appreciate it. Peace.